Oh, sorry, we were waiting.
Right. No, that's right. We're now beginning. Do not worry. I'm just working on the transition. Don't push me.
That's not even.
Don't
Everybody
push
literally missed that
me.
pun.
God.
The creature already has The creature already has inspiration because of something Harlan did several sessions ago. Now don't make me make it worse.
You already used that.
No, I didn't. You haven't fought anything yet.
Did you not?
He
No.
actually hasn't used it. No, he hasn't used it yet. He made
I
a
thought-
point of saying in the end of the last session.
Oh, I
"And
thought that was him
inspiration."
saying he used it. Okay.
No, I still have it.
No.
I still have it to be
Oh
checkboxed.
no. Well,
Something to note,
fuck it.
however.
I regret nothing. It's only Mortar.
Something to note is that once if it doesn't get used on this if it doesn't get used on this creature, it'll be used on the next one. So that's all right. It will carry over. So, hello, welcome everybody to Crabby D&D. I am here with my players: Cat,
Hi.
Damian,
Hello.
Kirv,
Hi.
Mortar,
Hello.
Romulus,
Hello.
and Vinny. And Vinny?
He's not back
Okay,
yet.
then you said he was
Oh.
going to be right
Oh, he
back.
is.
He is here.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh,
I
he's back?
literally just got
The
back.
boy is back.
Perfect time.
Man, the myth,
The
legend.
boys are indeed back in town.
Excellent.
Hey, 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 hey.
In such a case, let us get back to what was happening last time. So, let's just put this on for one moment. Glad to have everyone here once again. Now, I believe we left off on a rather interesting plot point. So let us return to that time and place. Last time, our party of adventurers, Cat, Damian, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, were travelling across the wilderness, where they found that they may have gone astray. Sending out Mortar and Vinny as an advanced scouting party, they came across 3 bodies that seemed to be executed in some manner or another. With curiosity snatching the 2 of them away from the party, they went towards the possible site of this execution, with Mortar discovering the effects of a hallucinatory terrain and a strange creature that was resting within the tree. As it dropped down and otherwise made itself known, Mortar made a call to run, but took a shot against the creature and became frozen with fear. Vinny, who was already halfway up the hill, turned and came back with his boots of speed, returning to Mortar's side in an attempt to aid him before becoming frozen himself. With the 2 of them attempting to escape as best they can, the party now picking up their pace to catch up, they found themselves in a rather pickled situation. So, as Mortar, you have been put to sleep, resting on the ground, the rope attempting to reach for you. As Vinny, you took a slice towards the rope, tearing it and stopping it from grabbing Mortar. The creature otherwise looming over you, as it otherwise, I believe, grabbed you around the neck, and you began to feel this energy of memories being drained from you. You still remember them, but it knows them too. And in that moment, as you are picking up on that effect, that feeling, you watch as it turns and looks towards Jeff, a moment of conviction behind its dead-set eyes. So, I think we should make this official, and I would like everybody to roll for combat, please.
Let us
Love some tasty, tasty combat.
initiative.
Oh. Right.
Initiative.
Okay, I am going to roll for the creature.
There's actually no point in me rolling at all because I literally will not be able to get you to be involved in this. Have a 10.
10. I'll still note you down because it depends. Because did you tell them your other possible plan, Cat?
I told them about the thing, but I didn't tell them about. Well, I told them about the mentioned door, but I didn't tell them about the black page or barging in.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a spicy choice.
So, 25 to 20.
21?
21 on
I
Cat.
didn't beat Vinny. No way.
20 to 15.
Hell yes.
16?
How much was that, Vinny?
15.
15.
15 on Vinny and Mortar. Okay.
Fif-
And Kirv?
Yeah.
14.
14. Nice. Okay. A nice, closely
Can I just double check
knit
I've done that
initiative.
right and I don't have disadvantage?
No, you don't have disadvantage.
Oh, okay. I just can't remember. It's been so long since I've rolled one on initiative.
It's alright.
I suspected I'd done it wrong.
Why is Mortar dead?
He's not dead.
You're
He's just
unconscious.
he's unconscious because he's asleep. I've just got him flipped
Remember,
over
this
to
is
that
an outrage.
because it's
Mortar
easier to
is
know.
EP.
Is an
Right,
outrage.
there you
This
go.
is an outrage. Oh, thank you.
Okay. Let us turn to the top of the initiative then. Cat. In this moment, there is a sense of panic, but ideas come to your mind. What would you like to do?
Okay. Running my finger along the spell book, thinking maybe I could. No, I'm not going to. Split second, like, what can I do? Runes, right, runes. Dimension door, runes. Right. Okay, I have an idea. One of you two, grab my hand. Bear in mind, cat. Grab my hand, one of you two. As soon as someone grabs a hand, I am snapping out of Jeff. I'll give my last thing to Jeff will be go up 60 foot.
He doesn't hear you.
Before. Oh, okay. I thought it was okay if I was still looking for his eyes.
No, you can continue looking through his eyes, but you can't communicate with him unless he's within 100 feet.
Okay, right. Fair. Okay, then in that case, then I don't. No, Jeff would be fine there if something happens. Okay, I'm going to say, one of you two grab my hand. Holding out a hand. Quickly jumping off the terror door, and I'm holding a dimension door with a tripling split rune.
Okay.
Okay, so I assume that's me grabbing the hand.
Yeah.
It's literally,
if that's
I
what
just-
your
I
plan
just
is,
shouted out.
whichever one
Yeah.
wants to go with.
Curve is a better option.
Okay. So, Kirv, you're grabbing hold of the hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You grab hold of Cat's hand, and the tripling split rune goes off. So, you know what this means. Roll me three wild magic surges. Now remember, this is a what level spell?
This is a 4th level with a rune.
So this is going to be a DC of 5, but because of how close you are to the twin full moon, the auroras double that, so the DC is 10. If you roll a 10 or lower, wild magic goes off.
You're just making things up now,
One
Chris.
wild magic. No. I warned him of this ahead of time.
He did.
Yeah,
I'm
I
aware.
was
Alright, go ahead and roll me the wild magic. Let's see just what you get.
A different kind of risk here. We could turn up in a blaze of fire as a fireball has
I
gone
want to
off.
see that happen. I really do. That would just be hilarious.
That would be epic. That would actually be epic.
I like to imagine at some point my dimension doors
no.
overlap Damian, and as my dimension door overlaps Damian, the fireball goes off. and
Roll,
he gets
roll me
inside.
a d6.
Oh no.
For God's sake. 1.
1. How old are you?
12.
You are now 13 years old.
I hit puberty!
Congratulations. It's a horrible
as-
time.
As wild magic kicks in, you suddenly feel this sickly feeling throughout your body, a sudden need and an urge and a hatred of so many things. All of a sudden, you dislike the hoodie you're wearing. It's too garish. You can't be seen with it in public. And yet, you feel like the arm is badass. It's just about goth enough for you. Okay.
The roughest days of Romulus' life as a parent are ahead.
Yep.
Oh, Romulus, you very unlucky boy.
Oh, you're
Yep.
so screwed.
You're not my
I just
dad.
ask-
I'm not going to be able to emotionally recover from this.
Oh.
I wish to ask an important question.
Mm-hmm.
When does female centaurs enter puberty? Is that about the same time
Same
scale as humans,
same
or-
as humans. Yeah. So she's basically
Oh no,
just hit
definitely
puberty.
panic.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I was
Centaurs
gonna say.
get their period?
I mean,
Oh, Romulus has got a real fun conversation ahead of him.
Roll for period.
Roll for period, no!
we don't need to roll for
Constitution
that.
saving throw.
God's
Well,
Oh no.
This was worse. I should have just given up to the monster and let it take control.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have.
I'm coming into a different kind of monster and I don't like it.
Genuinely feel like having a period under the twin moons where wild magic is a thing is just
Oh,
going to cause so
God.
many issues.
So many.
So many.
So many.
Okay, so
I'm
So-
going to the monster and going to be hormonal.
oh.
look, be glad you only rolled a 1. Imagine what happened if you hit a 6 on that. You'd be
You might
18.
have grown hairs in your chin.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
hang on.
true.
Yeah, the thing is, I
Oh,
decide
no.
whether it gets older or younger. So, you know, I could have made you
Should've gone
6.
younger. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, you've been
That
lots.
would-
That'd actually be adorable.
No, that would have incurred negatives to your attributes. You would have really hurt for that.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't have. Jeez.
So, you otherwise cast this dimension door and Kirv. Cat looks more mature. Hair's slightly longer, like a bit more pronounced cheekbones. She looks different today. Maybe it might just be the light or the magic, you're not sure, but in this moment of panic, she looks slightly older.
I will say even Kirv can recognize that is not the priority right now.
No. There.
We'll talk about it later.
Intelligent space spellcasters.
Yeah. So as the 3 dimension doors are stacked up one to another, you shoot through, railgunning yourself through the countryside and beginning to get closer. You are 1 out of 3 rounds closer. Now remember, you have to expend your spell points for these. So
Yes, I am. I am doing right now. Overlay.
it is now the lair's go. The lair is going, in this instance, it used its sleeping haze and tried to grab.
8,
This map looks amazing.
37.
Thank you.
37.
Like a fish that's looking at its own cutting board.
That's dark.
So in this instance, the lair can't actually. Oh no, the lair can do something because Jeff's within range. Make a wisdom
come
saving
on.
throw for Jeff, please.
Oh, my boy.
As we all know, Jeff is the wisest of us all. Jeff 2 is
Oh.
even more wise than Jeff 1 was.
Yep. I mean, he's an owl, so he must be wise.
And the legends of Jeff's wisdom flying
All
off
right,
into the distance
hang
over
on.
some mountains
I
last
just
time
wanna-
without
I
clue what's
just
I do
happening.
feel like you should get like
I do want to clear
proficiency
this
and
up here,
advantage.
right?
Oh, no.
Jeff is actually wiser than Cat.
Look,
Which
I never-
isn't saying
exactly.
much.
That proves my point, doesn't it?
Yeah. The cat is the wisest of us all.
So,
So Jeff is just God.
oh my
Jeff was
word.
God the whole time.
Jeff got a
So
26.
as the
Holy shit.
Vinny, you are already affected by fear, but in this moment you watch as there's almost this dark aura that begins to emit from the tree, a pulse which shoots outwards, and you begin to hear whisperings within your head in that moment, but it's almost like background noise to the rest, where Jeff suffers the full brunt of whatever this may have been and shrugs off the effect of becoming frightened by the lair itself.
What a badass.
Jeff has got half of the slime in him, so it's fine. It's now a fear off.
Yeah, that's...
What a badass.
Mhm.
I think he's too dumb to be frightened.
Okay, Damian, I assume you're double dashing, moving closer?
Oh, you know exactly what's happening. May I give a quick description?
Go for it.
So, Damian on Starlight's back is just racing straight through the countryside. His glossy almond curly chin hair sort of flowing back behind him as the wind, you know.
The chin hair.
Yeah.
Chin hair.
Chin level hair, not chin hair.
You said chin
No.
hair. I was like, oh god, he's got neck
Yes.
beard.
Damien is aged in the same time and grown a lot of facial hair.
What magic weirds, yo.
Rocks up and he's more like a Hell's Angel or something with a proper beard and everything. And
Uh-huh.
You saw
Oh,
that Jane
right.
Daniels
Starlight's grown
was
handlebars.
Okay.
Starlight
Biker Damian is not how
Just
So we got teenage goth cat, and we've got biker Damian just rock up to the scene like, yeah, let's go.
I mean, that's actually awesome, to be fair.
Cat's got a
just
new
get to the
dad.
top of that hill overlooking where the Noxark and you just hear Starlight revving.
Revving her horsepower. Her 1 horsepower.
Her 1 horsepower, yeah. So, you unfortunately have a ways to go, but you are riding through the countryside as fast as you can. Is there anything else you wanted to try and do? You would be able to basically dash using Starlight's movement and action, so now it would be a matter of if there's any actions that you wanted to take or try anything, you're welcome to do so.
Let's have a little look. What's going on? Good question. I don't know if there's too much. I mean, besides like taking in the countryside, I mean, I know there's something going on, but you know, it's a nice horse ride. I haven't had a chance to do this in a while.
Make me a perception check. Make me a perception check.
To appreciate the view.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The view's nice. It's a nice day.
Did the view even give him inspiration?
We'll find out.
Oh. I mean, for perception. Oh, hang on. There's something about an A here.
Oh, you have advantage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you've got a real good view of everything that's going on around you. Trees are looking particularly nice.
Oh, well, it's a 17.
17. Looking around, there are very few trees, but the countryside is looking quite nice. I will say, with that 17, and the knowledge of what Cat has already repeated to you, you can begin to see signs of hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
So you are beginning to pick up that this is a widespread illusion. Knowing that you're about maybe a third of a mile out, this is a long-distance magical effect. With that knowledge, you know that this creature is quite possibly incredibly dangerous, and yet you keep riding on anyhow. Okay. Vinny. Now we go back to the juice of it all. You are currently frightened.
Okay, and what is that? What effect is that having on me?
You currently cannot move, and you have disadvantage to all attack rolls and ability checks, I believe, but not saving throws. Just going to double check on that. I think it's ability checks and attack rolls. Yep, ability checks and attack rolls. You have disadvantage on them while the creature is within your line of sight. You cannot move closer to it, but specifically you cannot move while you are frightened of the creature.
Okay, and do I get to repeat the save at the end of the turn?
Yes, you do. One thing that is quite notable here, as a general note, the creature is currently occupied by staring at Jeff, so do what you will with that information. Jeff seems to have caught its attention for one reason or another.
Fly.
And Mortar, when we get to your turn, will just pass over it
Kill you.
unless Vinny does something to wake you up.
Yeah, it's still good, man.
Stab him.
Do it. He'll wake him up, and then probably kill him.
Good. Foolish fool.
Have you ever owned the sleep spell? Vinny?
Yes, I have.
Then you would know the full contents of what to do here. So you can slap or shake a sleeper awake using an action. Also, if the sleeper takes damage, they will wake up.
Oh, please slap him silly.
Do it.
We both agreed on this course of action together, Vinny. You
Spank
slap
him like
me,
a
I might slap
newborn
you back.
baby.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wow, teenage cat is kinky.
What?
Oh no! Oh no!
comes out of portal with nose piercings and stuff like. Wild magic, man.
Like,
It's-
like a newborn baby. That's that makes everything else so much more alarming. I'm not. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna try and awaken Mortar, since I know that he's not dying. He just EP.
Okay. So in this moment, you otherwise kneel down, you otherwise give Mortar a quick slap on the side of the face. And Mortar, you startle awake. You are currently prone, but you are awake.
Am I still frightened?
For the time being, no. Obviously, you'll still have to make a save on the start of your turn, because you're starting within a range of its aura, but yes.
Yep. Okay.
Is that your turn, Vinny?
I'm gonna bonus action healing word him as well.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, my man.
You can have. It's not a lot, I'm afraid.
No, that's all good, man.
I know
Anything
you were
you can
very
give.
low earlier, so.
Yeah.
You may have 5 healing.
Thank you very much. Amazing. I'm at 20 HP.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And then because I don't know that Cat is not listening through Jeff anymore, I'm gonna yell out in his direction, "Run! Get out of here!"
okay. With that, we get to Mortar's turn. Conveniently, the two of you have the same initiative, so you can mix it up in what order you would like to take your turns in future, but as a general note.
Awesome. I guess first things first, is Mortar still frightened? Or because
Roll me a
otherwise-
wisdom
because-
saving
because
throw.
of this, I was going to say, because this thing's ability seems to freeze movement, I may not be able to get up.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. And... oh, wait, hold on. Yes, wisdom saving throw, please. And Vinny, you also get to make one at the end of your turn to see if you can break out of the effect.
Roll well.
I
Okay.
did. I rolled very well. That's a 19.
19, you are not frightened. In this moment, you otherwise feel like this adrenaline, this surge, this reason to leave. While Vinny, you still feel stuck in place, knowing full well that this creature could tear you apart. And you've seen what it's seen, and it's very dangerous.
Mortar is going to... Shit is bad, y'all.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Mortar is going to use his
Let's change this.
action to disengage,
Okay.
and then he is going to use a bonus action to adrenaline surge,
Okay.
and is going to use his movement to try and carry Vinny, starting to move away.
Adrenaline surge
and
gives
I
you an
will use
additional
my-
action.
It does, and I'll use that action to dash.
Okay. So, which direction are you going to head in?
Okay, hold on. Let me just look at the map. Mortar and Vinny. Vinny's awake, isn't he? So
He's
he can
awake,
Also, I'm going to say, any idea?
What, to me, sorry?
Yes, yes. It looks distracted with Jeff at the minute. I think we can make a break for it.
Yeah, we need to run. That's what we were supposed to be doing.
Which way did we come from, Chris? Was it this way?
North.
Okay.
Where Jeff is.
Oh boy. In which case, then I'm going to say that we go Oh man, this is a gamble. We want to be as far away from this thing as we can. So I'm going to go here. How do I ping?
Tab. So you're going to go that
I'm
way.
going to go
Okay.
here.
So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. That should be right.
Right. Yep,
1,
that's
2,
perfect.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. The creature in
Yep,
response
that's
to
my
you
turn.
running is going to make a opportunity attack against you with its nightmare
It
claws.
cannot, because I disengage.
Oh, you disengage. That's right, and you're pushing Vinny. Yeah, so never mind.
Yep. And I used Adrenaline Surge to gain an additional action.
Okay. At this moment, as it ends, as the end of your turn passes, the creature, otherwise making a swing that goes wide over your head as you disengaged, it's going to look towards you, and you hear otherwise a rattling in the back of your mind. I will find you. I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, as it's going to use 2 of its instinct to inflict nightmare to you.
Oh boy. Alright. Is this telepathic?
Yes, so you would have advantage on this because you have your mental
Telepathic
intrusion
intrusion.
ability. Yeah, telepathic intrusion.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, please, yeah.
Okay.
Turn you back up a little bit.
Alrighty. So did you say I have advantage on this?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, 16 plus 4 is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that'll do it. In this moment, it looks towards you and you screen out as much of its message as you can. It is crackly in the back of your mind. You hear it, but are not frightened of it. In this moment, it is going to spend its turn to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And as it otherwise approaches, you watch as it strides only a few steps towards Jeff. As it otherwise stops at Jeff, and you watch as its claws otherwise get ready.
Dude has
For
beef.
something.
What is that?
Okay. End of its go. Kirv, is there anything you would like to cast while you and Cat are otherwise space jumping?
No, because I would like to save my spell slots just in case. And I don't suppose I'll gain anything from looking around.
I would say go ahead and make me a survival check here. This will be just to see if you are heading in the correct direction still.
A sense of vertigo.
Yeah, effectively. It's effectively whiplash.
13.
13. You look around, and there's a moment when your head is dizzying when Kat otherwise kind of catches her breath momentarily before preparing to cast the next lot of these spells kind of stacked together. You can see the runes beginning to blend together into a doorway once again. And I'll say that you ready yourself to go with Kat. Romulus is going to continue moving. Kat.
Okay, Jeff is under instruction from Vinny. Because Jeff is to do as Vinny's told. Vinny said, get out of here. So, Jeff surely is going to actually take note of that and get out of here, right?
In this instance, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw for Jeff, please. As he starts his turn within 30 feet of the creature.
Jeff done well already. Don't put him under this pressure. He tries. Jeff, my dude, he's 17.
Just fails.
Ah, he tried hard.
Yeah, you did well, dude.
He did well.
My little hero. Kills Jeff, I kill him. I'm not going to kill him. There's no chance I'm going to fight this thing. Okay, I am going to prepare myself, and I'm going to do again. Okay, this is costly.
Triple dimension door.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Two wild magics.
Boss my balls, man.
Go ahead and roll me the first one. And let me know when you get under half as well.
57
Okay.
and 11. And
Okay.
my
57 doesn't do too much, but you do begin to know as you are teleporting, you are leaving this kind of line of fire through sections of the wet grass here, as you are otherwise traveling at a dangerously fast speed, leaving these score marks. Go ahead and roll me a d10.
You've aged 10 more years.
Oh no, this isn't age. This is something else.
Oh, I don't like that. Can you take it
Gain
back?
10 more legs.
Nope.
Oh my god, I'm a spider.
One.
One.
Oh no!
You shrink 1 inch.
So what you're saying is I grew up because I got older and then I've suddenly sort of like regressed a little bit.
You're slightly smaller now, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Cat's having
I'll
a
find a
rough
s-
time when
I'll
he's
find a-
dimension doors, guys.
I mean, if you want to
Crab-
leave your height the
find a
same,
crab
then just
apple
say
for you.
that you did actually get a little bit
That's-
taller, and then
That's,
you.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bother changing it. I was like, you know what, that's
Your
just
growth
what it
spurt
is.
made you slightly taller, but now you're smaller because of wild magic.
How does that help?
Yeah, please.
Oh, wrong character sheet. Sorry. No, that's Rook's character sheet. Where's Cat's character? There.
Okay, you are now 25 turns away.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still closer. Yay!
End of your
I'm
go.
not half yet.
It is the lair. The lair is going to try and cast a 5th level sleep.
At?
At these guys.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Ain't no mortar.
Sleep
Hey,
has a
okay.
range of
Yeah,
90
I'm-
feet.
I'm going back to sleep, dude. I have 20 hit points.
I'm out.
We'll have to see what I roll.
I'm out, dude. Yeah.
So, let me remember exactly how many I get. I get 11 d8s. Okay. Okay. Vinny, do you have 29 hit points or less? Vinny?
He's fallen asleep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Do you have 25?
No, 31.
Okay. So, I rolled a 49 minus the 20 that Mortar has and the 29 that's left over. You are not put to sleep.
Okay.
Damn it.
That healing word was actually clutch.
Yeah,
That
healing word getting
was,
clutch.
or
No,
both
you
of you
don't.
would be
That was
asleep.
clutch.
Oh, let me just turn more. So, as Mortar is otherwise kind of dragging you along, a sense of fear, you turn and watch as Mortar slumps onto the ground, asleep once more, and your legs
Mortar's-
feel solid in place, but you're like, I know how to help him. He's helping me with something I can't deal with.
I think Mortar's final words are exactly what was mirrored before he fell asleep the first time. He's like, I told you we're going to be okay. He falls asleep again.
Okay. All right. With that, you are... How far are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. You are 75 feet away from the tree. So, it's going to make the attack
like a
roll
tree
with
we have.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
But it would have advantage
Oh, no,
because
technically-
because you are asleep.
Yeah. But it is a ranged attack,
So-
so wouldn't it just be a disadvantage anyway?
This is more of just a kind of a grapple check. So in this instance,
Ooh.
that is a 27 to grapple you. Vinny, you have your reaction if you wish to try and cut the rope again. As you can see, the rope slithers up at almost this dangerously fast speed and begins to wrap around Mortar's leg in preparation to tear him away from you.
I would love to attempt to intervene here.
Okay. Go ahead. Your choice of making me an attack roll or an athletics check. Either way, you have disadvantage on this.
Oof. Oh no.
Okay, I will make an attack roll and attempt to cut the rope before.
Okay. Go ahead. The AC you are trying to hit, because it is a agile rope, is 14.
Okay.
Total?
7 plus 7 is 14.
14 hits. Now I believe with your sneak attack it's still slashing damage, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Okay, so minimum damage here, adding your modifier, would cut the rope. So in this moment, as it slithers up, getting close to Mortar once again, you in that moment take a quick flail swing of your scimitar towards it and slice the rope. In that moment, the rope slithers back towards the rest of the tree. Okay. Clutch moment.
Good save.
Damian,
Good save.
moving closer, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Vinny and Mortar. I assume, Vinny, you're going to be going first?
Mortar's falling asleep.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I will go first again, having slashed at the rope with my scimitar. I'm just going to use the flat of the blade to slap it against the thigh and wake him back up.
Okay. Okay.
Since it's to actually help, I'm going to bonus action healing word again.
Okay, go for it.
Second level.
Amazing, thank you.
Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot. You need to be rolling wild magic checks as well, because you are affected by the Aurora right now. So roll for the first one.
Oh boy.
It's
The
just
first
a
one.
just a DC of 1. For both of these, because you aren't a wild magic sorcerer. Okay, so it doesn't go off.
Okay.
And the second one?
And the second one.
Oh, okay. That was close, but no, you're fine. Okay, and roll the healing, if you please.
Mortar and Vinny a fireball would be
Just
hilarious.
a fireball.
I
It was not Cat
Genuinely,
that got
dude.
the first fireball. It'd be Vinny.
9.
Okay, 9 healing to
Oh,
Mortar.
that's amazing, dude.
Okay.
I'm at 29 hit points.
Okay. Mortar, notably, you are outside of its aura of it's nightmare aura, so you are able to stand without worry.
Okay.
She's-
Is Vinny still frightened?
Yes.
Or does he need to roll?
Oh, roll at the end of your turn, please, Vinny.
Because he didn't roll for the last turn either.
He did. He rolled at the same time
Did
as you.
it.
Oh,
I
did he?
rolled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I rolled.
apologize.
Mm,
My
Yeah.
mistake.
Fantastic.
Notably, no, this is just a regular roll because the creature's still in line of sight.
Could I...
Okay.
No, actually, never mind. I've got stuff to do.
Total.
Wisdom.
Mhm.
15.
15 doesn't make it, I'm afraid. You are still frightened and unable to move. Mortar.
Alright, second verse, same as the first. I've used half my movement to stand, so I have 15 feet left. I will
Mhm.
use my action to dash, and I'm going to drag Vinny. Let's keep going the way we were. So yeah, as far off as we can get.
This would
with
be as
that.
far as you can get. Okay.
Right, that's perfect.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. As I perfectly calculated it, now that you're off the board, you're out of the range of sleep.
Oof.
Actually, no, sleep is a 30-foot cube, isn't it?
Yes.
A 20-foot, yeah, within 20
so
feet
it's
of a point you
radius.
choose. Yeah, so it's a radius, so it can still hit you, actually. Okay, I should have made the map slightly bigger, but oh well, never mind, how sad. Okay,
Not to worry.
okay.
I will then use my bonus action
Mhm.
to. I'm going to look back at the creature and upon hearing its message into my mind of it being able to hunt me, I said, "I dare you to try," and I'm going to activate my spell blade to overcome any non-magical resistances for 10 minutes.
Okay. Cool. In this moment, the Noctarch is going to spend 2 more of its instinct points to try and grab Jeff. What's Jeff's AC?
It's gonna be pretty low.
It's a
I
24 to
believe.
hit. Jeff has been
Yes,
grabbed.
that definitely hits.
Jeff has been grabbed. In this moment, Cat, you hear a popping sound in the back of your mind. Okay.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing Jeff number 3.
Actually, I don't. Yeah, I mean, there is potential for a Jeffrey now.
Yeah.
Does this work like World War II aircraft? Do they just get a better upgrade, beefier engines, more machine guns attached?
That Jeff has been revived a couple of times now, but
Yeah.
that Jeff has served his purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Could make another Jeff.
As you're otherwise running, casting these spells, you sense a moment as the popping happens in the back of your mind. You only ever remember using one Jeff.
What?
Oh no!
You never had an
Oh,
owl
God.
form Jeff. As Vinny and Mortar, you two are running away. Go ahead and make me perception checks. Vinny, you have disadvantage on this because you're frightened.
Right.
He's erased Jeff from existence?
Sorry, I'm just looking up my. Okay,
Perception,
cool.
That's fine. Remember, you have advantage on this.
Yep.
I guess Jeffrey is on the cards then.
No, because it'll just be Jeff 2. You just didn't realise it.
My art folder states otherwise.
It's Jeff 2, but it's got
18
an
plus 7
asterisk
is
up.
25.
25. You look back and watch as the creature grabbing Jeff in that moment. You watch as it holds Jeff in the same grip that you two are very familiar with. And you watch as Jeff's crystals begin to crack and burst before exploding. You watch, in this moment, you've seen, probably not you, but Vinny, you probably would have been more familiar with watching Jeff die in the past. When Jeff dies, he turns into a puff of crystalline smoke and then is returned later. But you watch as the creature fetches the black ichor from within.
Oh god, no.
And you watch as it consumes it.
Oh god, no! We need to kill this creature!
Oh, he's done it now. That
It-
thing meant a lot to our friend.
It now turns towards you two.
Oh, no.
And in this moment, you begin to watch. I need to make a Constitution saving throw for it. Okay. You watch as the creature begins to otherwise shudder and shake in that moment, the head almost twisting to one side, the fur becoming this dark blackened coloration. And you watch as the back of its, where its spine would be, already partly protruding,
no.
begins to grow these kind of dark blade-like spinal fins.
Yeah.
As the creature looks towards you and is going to move towards you 40 feet.
Yeah. That's awesome.
25,
That's
30,
awesome.
35, 40. As it begins to get
Awesome.
closer. Okay. End of the creature's
Big
go.
fan.
Kirv.
I'm honestly not sure what to do right now.
You can hold, if you want to try and do something and you want to maybe hold a spell for when you basically blink in with,
I was going to say, do you have
Cat?
Blink as a spell?
No, it's Thunderstep.
Oh, gotcha.
because if you wanted to hold like a spell that could be used in an offensive manner against this creature or something otherwise, you could try and do that. And that way, once you spawn it, once you blink in, you can cast spells straight away as if it were your turn. You'd have to say what you're casting now, but it's something you could do. Could be a cantrip, could just be Eldritch Blast, could be holding a Hexblade's Curse, depending on what you want to try and do.
So, do we actually want to try and go head to head with this creature?
Cat, as it stands,
Doesn't know.
doesn't know. She's literally. I'm going to dimension door in, right next to where Vinny and Mortar were. So I'm going to be dimension dooring in about here.
You'd be
Oh,
dimension dooring about
no.
here.
Oh, is it up here? Okay, I was going to try and get to them so we could bamp straight out with one of them. Okay.
Actually, that is a point, because wouldn't she being able to see through Jeff's eyes, she would still be able to pinpoint where she would want to show up, right?
She can't see
So
through
she
Jeff's
could
eyes. She
potentially
had to
figure
cut
out-
the connection
No.
to be able to cast Dimension Door.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So
She
last
has
I
no
remember
idea.
was
Oh, I see.
exactly where Mortar and Vinny were, and that's
Yeah,
where I was
so
going to
around-
try and
around-
land to
yeah,
next to where
around
they
here.
were. Was my plan.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Well, would I be able to hold a Mind Sliver then?
Mm-hmm.
Nikadix.
Okay.
Aren't you holding Thunderstep, though?
I mean, would that be best?
Sorry, I wasn't sure. I thought that's what you were doing. I don't know. Sorry.
The
The
thunder.
Thunderstep was like, so, yeah, go on, Chris.
I was
Or
gonna say
was
the
that-
thunderstep
was
was
that something
if
you can do
needed
when
to
you
get
get there?
somebody out. Yeah. So it was going to be like a
Gotcha,
get
my
there,
mistake, I
run up,
misunderstood.
grab someone, thunderstep away. But in this instance,
I misunderstood.
it's a matter of the thunderstep will have to be reactive to whatever the situation is. So getting in there, it's more of a matter of show up, ready something that could be expendable, like a Mind Sliver, which is a cantrip, and then kind of strike the creature with it and try and divert some attention or something else. Either way, Cat, you expend your last, or you use your last use of the splits on the. Well, not
Yep,
your last use,
mine.
but this
My
the last needed
my
use
last
of the split.
needed use of my splits. I've stopped doing the splits.
Okay, that is
One goes
one wild magic.
Cool. What more can I do to my body on the way through here?
I want that extra leg.
I swear to God.
Okay, in this moment, I would like you and Kirv to give me a roll.
Oh my
A
god.
roll of what?
D20, please.
Yeah.
Don't drag me into this. Oh, that was almost a 20. Ugh, okay.
Okay,
4.
14.
Cat, higher or lower?
What?
Higher or lower?
Lower?
Lower. Kirv, you have a fly speed of 60 feet for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
As in this moment, as you cast the dimension door, where would you like to roughly aim for here, Cat?
Well, I'm aiming
said you were
for where
aiming
I thought
for
them
here.
two were. Yeah.
So
but
then
I'm going
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this moment, as you otherwise travel through the dimension door, hearing the shifting of the magic as you otherwise pop out the other side, landing, and you can see Vinny and Mortar nearby. Kirv, you watch as these giant crystalline wings otherwise rise from your back as Cat's crystalline and elemental magic takes form. You have fly for the next minute. Or for the next 10 minutes, sorry.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay. To come through. I guess I see this thing.
You do.
Oh, do I recognise what the hell's going on here? Because
No.
I'm very familiar with the creature.
You see that it's changed,
Also-
but you do not know what has changed.
Okay, so it's not black and
No.
veiny.
Not at all yet.
Mortar will shout over, saying, "Get away from the tree! That thing," is going to point to the creature, "is resistant to mind-based magic. Do not use psychic-based attacks against it."
Mind Sliver goes off.
Instant psychic.
You don't tell me what to do.
Alright, what
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
what roll am I making for Mind Sliver here?
It's
It's an intelligence save, I think.
Yeah, 16.
That is a dirty 20.
What? Okay.
Okay, so nothing happens as you attempt to try and invade this creature's mind with some sense of dread or off balance in this moment. You watch as the creature shudders it and pushes it away, otherwise rearing the horns back towards you two and staring down the two of you. Its attention very much changed. Alright, it's now the layers go.
Oh,
Okay. It is going to use its Night Drain ability. So, I would like everyone who is not frightened to currently make me a Wisdom saving throw, please. DC for this is
Alright.
lower because it is coming from the lair and it's affecting everyone.
I assume this is against frightened?
Yep.
If so, I have advantage.
You have advantage, yeah.
Okay, that's a
15.
15.
17 for Mortar.
And Curve?
16.
Okay.
Oh,
Cat,
nice.
on a 15 you are frightened. Mortar and Kirv, you are not.
Ugh.
As Cat, you otherwise blink in, you look at this creature and feel this sudden sense of dread. Every part of your body stands up on end. Want to escape. You are frightened, but your movement speed is not 0 currently. Because the Noctarch did not inflict
good.
it, the tree did.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Damian, you are 23 rounds away, and you watched as Cat and Kirv went zooming past in a matter of seconds.
Can I just check that as I'm continuing to advance, the hallucinatory terrain is becoming more and more obvious?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to do a roll to start to contemplate existence.
Okay, roll me an intelligence save, please.
He's got 20 rounds of this, I'm concerned. He'll turn up more emotionally damaged than any of us.
I'm just going to start to muse the finer points of philosophy as I start riding through. It's a nice countryside. What's just happening to flash in the air? The hallucinatory terrain is getting worse. What's happening?
He pulls up dressed as Shakespeare.
So what was it?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Saving throw.
Or check, I don't mind.
It's going to be similar. Hang on. I now get confused as to which is which. If it's a saving throw, it's a 12, and if it's a check-in, it's an 11.
Okay. I will say in this moment, as you are otherwise riding on the back of Starlight, seeing this hallucinatory terrain, kind of the depth of the magic here, there's a moment of thought that otherwise clings to your mind in this moment, and you begin to consider options. You begin to figure out what you might be able to do. There is something that you can do in this moment. And as a knight, you know full well there are ways with which you can signal for help. Or possibly draw the attention of other people to your location. Whether they be friend or foe, you don't know. Could they be useful for you?
That's a gamble.
Quite possibly. For reference, you feel a geomantic connection to this sudden realization. A connection to the earth, which almost to you felt disconnected while the hallucinatory terrain is in effect, but you know that if you were to cast illumination, you could create a light in the sky that might attract distant attention. Potentially draw people to your location, people who can help, people who might not help, who might seek the opportunity and ambush you. Potentially even drawing the creature away, you are unsure. All you know is that it would be a
suns.
Yeah, it would be a last-ditch attempt if you wanted to. 2 moons and 3 suns, but yes.
Ah, okay. Wait,
No,
is this a bit like
sorry.
Gandalf when he rides out
Yeah,
of Minas Tirith to get back Faramir?
Yeah.
And all
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So in this instance, you can, if you want to,
be gone!
you can create light and fire it off into the sky to potentially draw attention. It's a gamble, but it's an option. I will let, as you kind of make this intelligence check to have this realization of what could possibly happen, we will claim that back, and I'll let you have a round of stuff to decide what's going on here.
Okay.
Mortar and Vinny, you two start a distance away. You see Cat and Kirv blink in behind with this kind of railgun of magic, leaving this line of fire behind Cat. As you otherwise are there, you see Cat freeze in place. The childlike form otherwise unable to move, unable to act, while Kirv is more resilient. Mortar and Vinny, you are both in this moment caught off guard, and your plan for escape, which may have gone well, now begins to look like it's disappearing. What would you like to do?
Mortar's going to give Vinny the help action, and he's going to say he's going to kind of grab him by the shoulders, and he's going to interpose himself between Vinny and the sight of the creature and say, "Hey, our friends are in danger now. This is my mess. You're here too, and with your help, we can save them. I can't save them on my own. I got us into this mess, but I need your help to get us out. and that is Mortar giving the help action. Bonus action, Mortar raises his gun in the air and is going to cast Branding Smite on his weapon. As you watch him close his eyes, dust begins to elevate by his feet and kind of tremble in the air, and just the occasional red blossom or the red petal just swirls around in this little maelstrom, and he points the weapon at the creature. That's the end of Mortar's turn.
Okay. Vinny.
So I'm giving him the help action to help with his wisdom save.
Yep.
Yeah.
That works wonderfully. So, Vinny, what would you like to do for your turn? Hello?
Hello? Okay.
Hello.
So... I think... I think I'm going to first of all call out to Kirv from the distance away that we are.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get Cat out of here. And what can I do here? I have advantage on the save when it comes up, but that's still going to be difficult. Dispel magic is for spells specifically, so that's not going to work.
Or magical effects.
Yeah, or magical effects for dispel magic.
Could give it a go.
Yeah, go for it.
What are you trying to target?
But that would be your action used, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. I am going to... Yeah, can I still drag Mortar with my movement if I get it back on this turn?
No, because it would be the end of your turn, you wouldn't have the movement available to you. If you wanted to hold your movement and use your reaction to then move and drag Mortar with you at the end, that would be fine.
Mortar will make a point of saying that if we do that, then we're going to be further away from helping Cat.
I will be attempting Thunderstep to get us out of there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Also, don't forget you have the fly speed, so you can Thunderstep up and try to carry Cat.
Oh,
That could-
That's gonna be tough.
That will be tough, because Cat is
Oh, you are
heavy
smaller
as a
now.
centaur.
You are smaller
Mm.
though.
1 inch smaller does not mean
only-
I also
It's a
grew an
whole
inch.
inch, Chris.
But I grew an inch. It's not. It's negatable.
It's
Exactly
fine.
the same.
Kirv
This
is
is a
a
very
monster.
tender-
She could do it.
She's a very tender 13-year-old girl. Don't pick on her weight.
Look, I only weigh 696 pounds. Okay?
Right.
And 2
exactly,
shillings and a
a
sixpence.
A featherweight.
It's fine. Yeah, you...
So how many pounds?
696.
696.
She's a grown girl.
Well,
Very true. She's also a centaur, which is, you know, a horse body, which is making it very heavy.
Yeah, she's
My dad's
growing
a feeder.
extremely rapidly, I think.
you're over 600 weight. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a feeder.
So,
What can I
Vinny-
say?
You're going to use your action to cast Dispel Magic on yourself.
Or...
I could, yes. And if it worked, I
Or
could
on Cat.
do...
Because because if
Yeah, I
not,
could
what I
cast
could
on
do is
Cat.
I could cast Levitate on Cat, which makes her essentially weightless, and then Kirv could just carry her. It would negate the weight.
I
This
think
is
it had to
true.
be upcast on Levitate. Didn't
Oh
it?
yeah, you had to
Oh,
upcast
my
Levitate to 3rd level because you count as heavy. I believe, Mortar, your spells do
Fine.
automatically count as 3rd level
I
because
do.
of your current level in
Yeah, they do.
Emissary, so
I
you
have
should be
access to
fine.
third level spells.
Chris
So I
fat
can
shamed
do
me at
that.
the start of the campaign, man.
But it's up to you. If you want to use the spell magic, I will then use my action to cast levitate on Cat instead. But if not,
Instead
if
of
you
the
want
help
a chance
action,
to save
yeah.
instead, if you want a chance to save instead,
I mean, I'm capable of making the save technically. Advantage doesn't actually boost
Okay.
the odds that much, so
okay, it's up to you, man. Would me
Yeah,
being
so
in the
I'm
way
gonna
of Vinny seeing the creature give him any kind of benefit to that?
Yeah,
Kind of
I'll
line
say
of
if you
sight?
want to be purposefully imposing to do that in place of the
That was
help
my
action,
plan.
I'll be okay with that. As a general note, the DC 16 for the saving throw was from the tree. The creature's
Yes,
DC
that's
for
right.
fear is higher. So
It
keep
was
that
like
in
a
mind
17 or
for
an
it.
18.
It's an 18 to
It
be
was
exact.
pretty high.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to cast the spell magic and give it a go, and then play your turn off of that, because you're both going at the same time, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to dispel magic on Cat,
Nice.
having called out to Kirv.
Okay, so go ahead and make me a... yeah, because from the tree, this would be a d20 roll, adding your charisma modifier to counter it. DC for...
Disadvantage, I believe.
yes, because you are currently frightened.
But I am in the way of the source of his fear.
Yes, he'll have advantage. This is on the dispel magic. Oh no, that's true. He can't see the source of his fear.
Yeah.
No, so this will just be a flat roll. So we'll
Yeah,
take
so
just the
I'm in
left
the way.
one.
Okay, just hit the left one.
Oh,
Oh, it's the left one anyway. What's the total?
Yeah. 15.
15. The tree casts all of its spells at 5th level. That counters it.
Yeah.
Woo! Cat. In this moment, you watch as Vinny stretches out his hand, and you hear almost this inspirational moment in your mind, a moment of clarity, and you are no longer frightened. Vinny, go ahead and make me your saving throw with advantage, please, because Mortar is in the way. And Mortar, please go ahead and you are going to be casting Levitate on Cat.
Well, now the cat is not frightened, I don't... Actually, no, I should probably still do that.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause-
going to cast Levitate on cat.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast
What's the
Levitate.
range on
Yeah.
Levitate?
60 feet.
Okay, just in case
5,
it
10, 15,
affects
20,
it,
25,
probably
30,
one.
35, 40, 45, 50. Yep, you're fine. And what was that? Sorry?
Since I have a bonus action on my turn, I'm going to give a Bardic Inspiration to Mortar.
Okay.
Thank you, my man.
Okay.
As I'm sheltering behind him.
Okay, now, is Levitate...
We messed up.
Levitate is concentration. Watch it.
Yes, it is. I'm going to hold concentration on it as long as I can. Sorry, Simon, you said something.
Just speaking to Mortar, we messed up here. We've got to be smart about this.
Agreed. All right, let's do this. Let's make up for our mistakes.
Cool. You have a Bardic Inspiration. It's a D8.
Thank you. And that's a
Add it
D8.
to-
Thank you.
Yes. You can add it to something.
Beautiful,
And
Thank you.
I'll say before you roll here, Vinny, just a general note, because I don't mind helping you with the strategy side of things here. Mortar, if you wanted to hold your reaction to use your movement once Vinny, if on the condition that if Vinny breaks out of his fear, then by all means.
Yes, I will.
That
do
way you can both
100%.
effectively run together. I know that Vinny has Boots of Speed still active, so he can run extra
That's fine.
far, but
That's fine. My main goal is to get Vinny out of his fear. So as soon as Vinny is free, I will use my reaction to use my movement.
okay. Vinny,
Awesome.
go ahead and make me the saving throw.
Mhm.
And I believe if you want to as well, you can use your reaction to move in the event that you succeed as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's no reason not to in the end, because you can still
So-
spend your reaction to do something else if it comes up.
Yeah. So
If
with
Vinny doesn't move, I won't be using my reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With advantage.
with advantage then? Because
Correct.
Yep. Perfect.
Natural 20.
Okay.
In this moment, you have this
Oh,
sudden need, this summon rise of, we need to leave. And the two of you sprint away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Moving further away, I'm also going to say down to create a bit more distance between you and the Noctarch, and you can figure things out from there. It is now its go.
Does Vinny go even further because of his boost of speed?
That's up to Vinny. If you want to, you can go further, Vinny, if you want to curve up a bit further or something.
I'm going to stay with Mortar.
Okay.
So,
Okay, cool.
The creature moves up to Cat.
I will say, hold on, how big is the creature? It's like 18, 19 feet tall?
Yeah, it's a large creature.
Okay. I'm just going to take a look at the wording of levitate right quick. Up 20 feet. Oh, damn it. Okay. So it's 20. So Cat is currently Cat is like 20 feet.
Because
Cat was
of
20 feet in the air.
because of the weight of Cat, second level levitates don't work on her. Third level levitates just
It's
allow
third
her to effectively become pushable and
Slightly
pullable.
off the ground.
So
yeah.
she's slightly off the ground, higher level, because I know that it
Okay.
doesn't upscale. It's just a matter of, in this instance, she counts as a large creature, and so as a result,
with you, I'm with
wouldn't be feasible for some of the castings of this spell. So
So Cat
Okay.
has become like a magic carpet.
effectively,
Like,
right,
he's
yeah.
like
Actually.
floating.
So
Or a
Cat,
helium
This
balloon.
thing's in my face. How is Cychania / the arm reacting right now?
worried, both of them. You feel this
Worried.
sense of dread from both of them. A sense of Cychania is scared, the arm is terrified.
It's scared?
It's scared. And in this moment, its hand reaches towards your face and you hear it say, "Feed me your guilt. Give me your memories."
Oh shit.
Make me an
My goodness, we
intelligence
created a
saving throw.
document of all of Cat's
Oh,
cries.
Sorry, Chris. I cast a spell. I believe I need to make a wild magic surge.
Oh yes, you do. As does Vinny. This is wild magic. If you roll a 1 on the d20, then it goes off. If not, don't worry.
Alright.
Nope, they're both fine.
No, I got 4.
Okay.
Okay,
Cat, make me an intelligence save, please.
please be decent. Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You take no damage as the creature attempts to invade your mind, and you feel two forces almost unite in this moment to push back against this creature. A strange harmony between Arm and Cychania in this moment push the creature out as it looks at you and as it looks at you in this moment. I said give. It's going to in response to Mind Drink failing, at the end of its turn, it's going to spend 2 instinct to make a rake attack against you.
No.
Don't worry, you're levitating.
It's true. Oh wow, that is only a 15 to hit.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that misses. Whew.
That misses.
I told you.
You don't have to
Yeah,
shield
I've
at all.
got- if it's a 15 to hit, I've got a strength of 16. Oh, shield of 16.
An AC of
AC
16.
16.
So yeah, it just misses. Damn. As it otherwise takes the swing, it otherwise hits and breaks across your armor. Cychania rising up to defend you in this moment. Your arm instinctively moving to catch and stop the attack from scratching or tearing away at you. As you begin to watch as part of its bones and skin begin to take on a darker hue.
No.
Kirv, it is your go.
Okay, what's actually going to be the best thing here? Because I don't want to ensue an attack of opportunity.
Thunderstep doesn't
do
ensue.
that because it's teleport.
Yep.
So
And it does
flying
damage too.
monsters-
Pardon?
Oh,
So-
okay, Thunderstep. I get it.
Yeah.
Thunderstep first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be wanting to probably go west, where the others have gone.
You can also go up as well, because Cat currently has levitate, so she's not going to weigh a thing.
Get away from the tree.
And you have 60-foot fly speed, so you can otherwise move away and begin to float off.
Okay, so I will Thunderstep north to where we have backup coming.
Okay.
That also incurs.
Con save, I'm
Wait,
pretty
I'm
sure.
back up?
Yeah.
Oh no. Be very afraid.
Con save, was it?
16.
It fails on a 14.
So that is dealing 4d10 thunder damage.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you need me to roll that?
Yes, please.
D10, so those are the green ones.
Yep. 19 points of thunder damage. Nice. Okay. You otherwise, in this moment, turn, grabbing Cat with one arm, and you otherwise leap into the air, and in that moment there's a crack of thunder in the area around, as it otherwise parts a little bit of the cloud and dust in the area, as this loud crash can be heard for quite some distance. As Damian, you hear a loud cracking sound in the distance, and you see a purple and small centaurish form currently floating in the air and trying to travel as quickly as they can, crystalline wings attached to Kirv. As I'll say, using your movements, you're able to move another 60 feet on.
Can I ask to wait with my reaction?
I'll allow it.
Something's not right.
What do you mean?
Hold your movement a second. I need to ask. This is the first time my arm has experienced fear. It's going black. Something's off. I just need to ask a question.
Roll me an intelligence save.
Because I'm assuming I knew Jeff was there. I just don't remember it being Jeff. Because I
Let me
saw
put
the
it this way.
area. So I
You
just
know
assumed-
that Jeff existed. You just now know that you cannot recall him.
Intelligence save. That's a 32.
You know you had a Jeff too. You can recall the schematics for him, but you do not know the method to re-summon him. You
Okay.
still have
Now, I
Find Familiar
remember-
and can create a new one, but that particular form of an owl is gone forever. You do not know
Okay.
how or why. And
And I
yet,
remember he was infected because Jeff 1
You
was
do.
infected as well.
You do.
I think he's eaten Jeff. He's becoming the creature that part of me.
And what, you want to ask it a question?
I want to ask my creature a question.
what do you ask?
I've been instructed to get you away from here.
If we leave and that thing runs rampant, it will kill thousands. I've watched it kill thousands. I am not going to let this happen again. I will ask the creature, is there any way we can stop it? Any way we can stop it?
You ask this question, and you see, almost in this moment, you kind of close your eyes to ask this question with no answer as you physically talk to the arm. This will be your action on your turn. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, or an insight check of your choice.
Oh, I think they're both me. They're both negative. Wonderful. Right, okay. Yeah, no, that's a 5.
5.
Not
You begin to read into the emotions of the creature, and it is either unable to answer or unwilling to answer. You do not know. So,
We have to go.
the lair goes. Natural 20. Mortar and Vinny. And Cat and Kirv. As your two groups are travelling away, now outside of the range of the effects of this, you watch as the creature stands there, as it turns, and you watch as ropes begin to slink and try and strike at the creature. I will say a full round goes by where you are all stunned in this moment as you watch as it goes towards the tree and the tree begins to wither. Inky black darkness begins to assail the area. The creature begins to tear into the tree itself, tearing it piece from piece, tearing off branches, tearing off corpses that hang from it, scattering bones and rope to the area around. As it otherwise grabs the tree, you can hear the screaming of thousands of individuals, souls, names, memories bursting forth from this tree. As it does, you watch as the creature in this moment, the bones turning black, the flesh becoming oily, the fur bristling in this moment, the bones breaking from its body and extending as its arms click to either side. And Cat, you feel not terrified anymore. You feel joy at watching this thing. Yet it's not your joy that you feel.
Oh, come on! It's happy?
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
I think.
So,
Oh man. Okay.
I will say, with this, continuing on from here, Damian, you begin to draw closer and closer. You can hear the sound of this screaming from a ways off. What do you want to do?
Well, I just saw a big purplish flash ahead of me. I just saw a winged crystalline centaur, which I'm sure Cat didn't look like previously. And I'm hearing screams and terror going on in front of me. I'm questioning reality even more.
Oh, no.
It was an existential question previously. It's becoming an existential crisis. Am I in a dream? Did I just wake up on the wrong side of the camp?
Holy crap.
Okay.
I don't know if that's some kind of sanity check, but that's...
I will say in this instance, yeah, go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw in this instance, I'll say. With advantage due to the fact that you are part of the Watcher. Or Oath of the Watcher.
Charisma saving throw.
Mhm.
That is an 18.
Your oath has dealt with creatures of aberrational existence before. Seeing this magic and the hallucinatory terrain otherwise fade and dissipate in this moment, disappearing, your mind solidifies on a focus as you hear the sound of screams far off in the distance, and you know this isn't an illusion, this is actually happening.
Oh, wonderful.
You see
Absolutely.
Kirv and Cat in the distance, currently heading towards you as they stop and look back at what is happening. Mortar and Vinny. Unless there's anything else you want to do, Damian?
I think it's going to take me a couple of turns to process that, so I think I'll be riding on for the next couple of turns only, and then I'll do something.
Okay. Mortar and Vinny. What would you like to do in this moment?
Vinny, you have the higher speed. You go for it, man.
Yeah, we should head north and regroup. How fast is Mortar?
I'm 30 feet, but Mortar is going to kind of like say, but whatever's happening here, we caused this. We need to be the ones to finish this. Look, I understand. Look, I messed up. You can say all you want that you did. This was my call, and I fucked this up. If this, whatever is happening here, our friend will not be able to rest if this deals damage to innocent people. Or any more innocent people.
I'll rest just fine.
We need to put this thing down. You're not here. Shut up. Voice of reason. Shut up.
That's not going to happen. I'm not going to let this thing kill anyone, and that includes you. So we're regrouping.
Could I ask for a persuasion check from Vinny? Is that possible, Chris?
I will allow it. Remember that you are allowed to supersede for your character above board if you wish. You can make the intelligent choice for your character if you wish to. In this instance, you can say, well, Vinny makes a compelling argument, or you can ask for a check in response. So,
Or
Vinny,
Vinny could
I think
slap him
that-
and do an intimidation check.
I will allow Vinny
I
to
think
use whatever.
actually-
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Whatever means Vinny thinks can snap Mortar out of this. It's like, to look at what Mortar's doing, it's indecision. He feels torn by. He feels very responsible for what's kind of taken place and all the hurt that's just taken place, and he feels that he has a duty to rectify. It's like a new sense of duty, which is kind of clouding his judgment. So whatever Vinny wants to do to try and get rid of that.
I'll say, Vinny, if you wish to make a deception, persuasion, or intimidation check and describe it to us, or speak it aloud as to what you're going to do, please do so.
I'm going to attempt to make a persuasion check to sway Mortar as I grab him by the shoulder and look directly into his eyes. Listen to me. Like it or not, we are a team now. If that thing is your responsibility, then it's our responsibility. You will die trying to fight it alone. It almost already killed you.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. I will say, Mortar, in this instance, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Persuasion.
Oh, this will just be the 1 instead of 2.
I'm sorry. I was actually going to make a point.
Also, you're
Vinny's
hitting
point
the
is
wrong
very compelling. Could I roll this with
Yeah.
disadvantage?
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to drop the dice
You'll
first,
drop
because
the
it's
dice.
you're pressing the wrong button. It's R, not F.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. It's an easy mistake to make, 'cause it just takes one F hit and it turns all the R's into Fs. So go ahead and make
I was
that roll.
literally.
It's
Yeah.
27. Is the persuasion check.
Significantly less, like
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
No, sorry, like 13.
Okay. So in this moment,
Also, I
as Vinny's holding your arm or shoulder in this moment, a moment of stopping you from leaving, or not necessarily of strength, but of sheer grit and will, you nod, an understanding.
Right. Mortar will nod and. Okay, alright. Lead the way.
Right.
But there is a very much a begrudging, like, acceptance of what you're saying is, like, it's the right thing to do, but Mortar does not like it, and he feels really shit.
Before he can change his mind, then Vinny is going to keep a grip on
Yep.
his arm and run with him.
Okay.
Since
Mortar
I'm
will,
half speed
use-
dragging him, that's still 90 feet.
Mortar will use his action to dash as well.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Cat and Kirv, you see Mortar and Vinny otherwise running northward, preparing to meet with the rest of your companions. The creature does not seem to be tailing. It seems to be taking its time to evolve. You have a chance to regroup. Do you wish to regroup and we move on? Or do you wish to attempt to do something here?
No, I wish to regroup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Talk.
try again.
Like,
Okay.
now.
Here's what we're going to do then.
BRB.
That's fine. I was going to say, we're going to take a quick break here while I prepare its corrupted stat block. And we will... Look, I knew this was going to happen. It doesn't have a high con.
Awesome.
And... Well, I didn't know it was going to happen. There was a chance. But when you roll a natural 2, a natural 8, and a natural 7 for its conversion on 3 failed con saves, the highest of which is an 11, no.
Yikes.
So bad.
Oh, yeah. So,
Look, it
Yeah.
could be worse. The world could be turning into a weird desert thing that I heard about.
this is true. So, this isn't I'm not going to change the map because I don't have another map for this because I didn't think it would happen, but Hey ho, I thought you might kill it in this
No.
moment, but we'll see. So, I will describe the scene real quick. As Mortar, Vinny, Cat, and Kirv otherwise all sprint back, you otherwise meet up with Damian. Romulus and Theurgist otherwise in the distance, kind of bringing up the rear in this moment. You land and convey what has happened to Damian, and you group back up with Romulus. You have a short moment if you wish to take a short rest in this moment. Remember, short rests are instant, but you have a limited number of them.
Okay, I am. Oh, this is going to be a slog of a fight. Okay.
So, you will, as you meet back up, you begin to talk and chatter with one another, understanding the situation and going about it. I will now message Harlan, letting him know that he can return.
One quick question. Would there be enough time for... I know that obviously people can do the short rest. Would there be time during that conversation for me to observe that some people are wounded and offer my lay on hands at the same time?
You can. Keep in mind that if your party is going to be taking a short rest, you'll want to do that after the short rest has taken place, so that you can patch up, basically, and top off any wounds at that point.
Chris, am I right in
okay.
saying that to change a rune, the rune of prepared, it's also a long rest?
Yep.
Same as magic. Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check. I can remember as it's a sorcery thing. It'd be different.
So, are we taking a short rest?
That'll be up to you for when you come back. I would recommend talking with Harlan to see what he says when he gets back. I have messaged him on Discord. So hopefully he'll come back soon. He asked me if he could do some chores while he was about. Okay, welcome back, Harlan.
Hello?
We're gonna take a quick break here. Long story short, the Noctarch ate Jeth, failed all of its saving throws to not be corrupted by the ooze inside, and has destroyed the tree, and the party has successfully fled and regrouped with everybody, and you are now about to decide your plan of action. And I will describe the scene momentarily. The choice is if you want to take a short rest or not, and we'll go about that. I'll tell you now, if you take a short rest, so will the creature. So it depends. How many hit points do you want to have versus
it? Damage to the creature.
Yeah.
That's true.
So,
We did barely any damage.
if you're taking a short rest, go ahead and do your short rest things. I'm going to quickly be right back, and then when I get back in about a few minutes, I'll move the stat block over, and we shall begin the next step of this.
Do we all have to take a short rest? Because I've not expended anything.
Yes, unfortunately everybody will. It counts as a
At least
group
you got
party.
Theurgist.
You've spent your time huffing and puffing, running. Eventually you are lying on the back of Theurgist as Theurgist's gliding through the earth, and it's a smoother journey.
Good job it's got high carrying capacity.
Yeah, high carrying capacity. As you are otherwise brought to the rest of your party and the information is relayed as to what is going on, you may now prepare your plan of attack. I will also say, if you are taking a short rest, and then afterwards, I will let you decide what you want to do, knowing the full lay and terrain of the map. I will leave things as they are, and I will let you plan. I will be back in a moment. Have fun.
This went south so hard.
It really did.
So
It
the
really
creatures
did.
escaped. Well, a bit of the creatures escaped.
Are we sure that it's only a bit and that hasn't, like...
It's not the entire thing,
Yeesh.
because the majority of it is
I was-
within Cat. But there was a
I was going
fragment
to say,
in
does Cat
Jeth, and
still,
that's
like,
what's
feel it
taken
and
over.
everything?
Yeah, she's feeling a lot of joy from this
Oh, okay.
creature existing, just so you know.
Oh,
She's really happy that it's
boy.
free.
Oh, no.
Cychania's shitting herself, the creature's happy, and Cat's conflicted. She's
Confused.
feeling
Yeah,
joy
for
from
sure.
the arm, but she's scared and wants to kill this thing.
I'm using all of my hit die because I'm not great.
I'm not using hit die, but I have used both of my mana potions and my arcane recovery because I put through a lot of spell slots getting here.
I
Yeah,
could
for sure.
provide skin layer to someone if they wanted it. Lose up to 40 hit points and gain double the amount lost in temporary HP. But if I
Well,
do that, I would
I think-
definitely appreciate a short rest.
If people do have a short rest, I want you to imagine me like half dead, just like lying like terror, just throwing snacks at you all to get you that extra chef features.
There.
Damian is
That's
wondering if there's a
awesome.
library nearby with a philosophical tome so that he can just
Oh,
question
no.
existence entirely.
So could y'all take me through what
So-
exactly happened? So it failed after eating Jeff.
It failed after eating Jeff. Cat and Kirv both teleported into exactly where Mortar and Vinny were. Bear in mind, Jeff was gone, so Cat had no idea that it had moved. And it come at Cat, made multiple attacks, missed all of them. Cat survived the intelligence check, and the shield protected her. Cychania and the creature were shitting themselves to start with, and the creature was happy. Cychania's still shitting herself. And Mortar cast Levitate on Cat. Kirv, in the wild magic that happened, got crystal wings for the time being. So she flew both me and her away. And we've kind of reconvened now to this creature that is now evolving into the slime creature.
Uh-huh. So
think
what
you
I'm
were
hearing
there-
here is you cocked up so bad.
I mean, that's one way to put it. That's
I
one
think
way
you
to
were
put it
there-
for sure.
When Cat aged a year, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right, she's also shrunk an inch.
Yeah, so she's same height. She grew an inch and then shrunk an inch.
I was gonna say you don't have that many to spare.
No, so she's same height.
Is that permanent?
Yeah. I think so.
Wild.
Magic.
Hey.
Baby. So yeah.
Damian was just riding along and progressively questioning existence more and more.
But looking really epic while doing it.
Oh yeah!
And just
Yeah,
for the
like,
thing,
you were looking like a badass.
and for the record, I don't think the creature's going to help us fight this.
No, I
wants
get the feeling
this.
you're probably right.
So my options are, or our options are, we either fight it, get it to weaken state, and Cychania seals it, which I don't know what happens when that happens, because last time the creature nearly escaped from Cat, but Cychania stopped it because that's what she do. Or I try and merge it into the one that I've got. I don't
That'll
think
just
there's
make
a
it more
way of
powerful.
killing this creature. Yeah, but
I'm
Cychania
just
can
saying.
seal.
I'm just saying. Cat turns into the creature, and they have a kaiju fight, while the rest of us just
Oh,
watch.
yeah.
The creature doesn't want. In fairness, but the creature doesn't want to. I think the only way, or the alternative that I can do, is I've got that spell which rebounds. Get Vinny to cast that. I then cast Detect Thoughts and have a discussion with the creature in person, and make an agreement
feel
with
like-
it.
I hate to
I
say
feel like
this.
that's a bad idea.
So when you say the creature, are you talking about the Noctark? Are you talking
No,
about
the one
slime,
in
or are you
Cat.
talking about the one in you?
A
Okay.
creature.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
Look.
I haven't got a lot of options here. I don't.
for sure.
Do we know for certain that the slime is connected to the creature?
Yes, it ate
I'm
Jeff.
pretty
Jeff
sure,
has
yeah,
the
because it
slime
ate
in
Jeff.
and the creature that's in Cat is very happy that this is happening. It also looks like the creature, the slime.
You could try and talk with it. Big
I
alternative.
think that
We just leave and let this be someone else's problem.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not gonna happen. We've seen how destructive this
not
is,
gonna happen.
and
Um,
the form that you've seen that Cat's got, it's restrained a lot.
If
This
anything,
thing
I
has
feel
no
like
restraint.
it talking to Cat. I feel like this thing talking to Cat would be a bad idea because it's probably just going to try to free its full form from Cat, right? Like it free another sliver of it from
It's
Cat.
not talk to the Noctark one. The rebound, the detect thoughts thing was I would talk to the one that's in Cat and make
Oh,
an
I see what you
agreement to
mean.
try and kill this one.
I don't know if it will. It's like you said, it felt joy. But- I mean, it's worth a try. If you feel like it's worth a try, go for it. Absolutely
I don't know
go
if it
for
is
it.
worth a try. I mean,
Are you we won't know until you try. Like at the end of the day, it's completely your call.
Okay, this is a dangerous situation. I'd like the party's input. What do you think? Do you think I should try? Because I'm going to need someone else to cast a spell for me to rebound the spell. So at the moment, I think it's only Vinny, but it's a scroll, so it won't cost you. Oh, and anyone can if it's a scroll. I think.
Could I?
I can also cast spells.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can.
Okay, so yeah, if someone wants to,
The only one here who can't is Romulus, I believe. Oh no, except Beast Sense and stuff like that from being a Bear Totem Barbarian.
Yeah, but then if it's a scroll, I think you don't need to be able to use spells, do you? I think it just works.
It just uses the scroll.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So anyone can do that, but ultimately, yeah. What do you guys think in this situation? Because that's going to be horrible to fight.
Oh yeah, we're not going to win a fight. We will all die.
We want to work as a team, but it's going to be messy and it's going to hurt.
Hold on, how dangerous was this thing up close in terms of saving throws? Could Romulus get in there and do some damage, or do you think that would be detrimental? Like, if we buffed the shit out of Romulus?
I mean, in terms of strength, if you buff the shit out of me, like, if someone has enlarge, reduce, or enhance ability or something like that, I can move mountains given enough effort. I'm not actually joking. We've worked out like carrying and movement capacity. If I get large enough, I can do some weird, fucked up things.
Well, Mortar is going to be ranged. That's where I'm best. So I can assist from that angle. Like, just be as far away as I can and just aid with sniper fire.
Okay, do we think that the Noctarch's existence is bound to the tree?
The tree's gone. The Noctarch's
the tree's already gone.
Yeah.
Oh, that fully went.
The slime creature has ripped it to pieces.
So,
like
potentially, the creature may have been.
Yeah, the creature may have
now
just absorbed 1,000 more souls, by the way. It could have.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
It's currently about to evolve. So,
I think that, yeah, what you're suggesting is probably the best option, because if we try anything else, there is a very real probability that you may not be alive to do the conversation along with the rest of us.
So, take me through the plan then. I hate to say it, my whole thing is like, this is not my area. I can keep that thing in place at the sacrifice of maybe an arm, maybe my life, and I can guarantee that. But
yeah, I mean,
Mortar can overcome its resistances using his Spellblade feature, and that lasts for 10 minutes. So I can also aid in long-range damage. So if our plan is to do that, we do have damage relatively well covered, and between everybody,
I am back.
We could do some serious damage. But at the end of the day, I feel like this is more of a cat decision, because this is like a massive part of your story.
I don't know.
I'm easy.
We need to destroy it or get rid of it, but I don't know the best motive. I know that I'm not going to get support from the creature on my end, because this is what it wants. Unless it's going to benefit from it, I don't think I'm going to get support in there. As it stands, I do have Terrador, who will help keep safe, mostly me. I can give Sentinel Ward, which will increase Romulus's AC by 3, and you can negate 1 melee attack. The flip side, though, we have seen how terrifying this creature is.
Okay. Do we know if the Noctarch and the Slime are technically 2 separate creatures at this point in time?
I'm assuming the Noctarch's dead, because the Noctarch wouldn't want to destroy the tree.
Well, it's said that it's the corrupted form of the Noctarch, so the Noctarch is still there, I'm guessing? It's hard to say, because it's like you say, is the Noctarch's existence tied to the tree? Now the tree's destroyed, did it just use it as a vessel to kind of be reborn or whatever? Tricky.
I don't know. I don't know whether to rebound the detect thoughts and try and talk to the creature in me and see if there's an agreement that can be struck to kill this thing. Or at least stop it or seal it or consume it. I don't know. I don't know whether it'll be just beat it and see if Cychania can seal it.
Anything that can end the fight quickly, we should definitely consider as an option. But I get the feeling that this creature is going to be making a beeline for Cat. I just have a gut feeling.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair.
Considering also Cat, like you just said, you have the means to potentially seal it. It's not going to want that. So, I think our main mode of operation should be to protect Cat.
Okay,
So I don't know whether or not we keep her at a range, or
are we going to just go for fighting it then, or shall we?
I'm down for either. I'm happy to do either. I am in personal favor. Mortar would be in favor of fighting it, personally, if I'm being absolutely honest. But Dan is easy either way.
I think either way we're going to have to fight it, but I think ultimately the question is:
Okay.
do I try and talk to the creature first, or do we just go straight in?
Well, what's there to lose from talking to the creature?
Time.
Yeah,
That's true.
well,
That is true.
Time. Well, the rest of us can try and do hits on the corrupted Noctarch while you're talking.
That's true. How far away do you have to be in order? How far away can you be when you're casting? When you're speaking to it?
It's not speaking to this one; it's in Cat. So
It's the
we can
one
do
in
it
Cat.
right here.
Oh, my apologies. Oh, my mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, we can do it like literally right here.
right here, right now.
Literally.
Okay. So there's a slim chance I can incapacitate the creature, and I've got my cloud rune, so I can invalidate one attack so long as I have another creature to throw that attack at. Which is part of
In
why I'm
theory-
thinking if the Noctarch and the Slime are two separate creatures, technically I could have it attack one of them.
Counterpoint, I can summon a Shadow Spawn, and that counts as an ally.
Okay, yeah, I could use that as a place to throw
That
damage.
means I
Only
am
one.
going to need to be a little bit. I am going to need to be a little bit closer, but I could do that.
As long as it's within 30 feet of me, it's fine. So it can be like 60 feet
I
from
can
it.
cast it. I can cast it 90 feet away.
Excellent, excellent. So as long as that's in range when it attacks me, I can make something work.
Okay, so the Shadow Spawn needs to be within 30 feet of you.
Okay. I need to run through who else has an immovable rod.
I don't, but I do have lock state.
I have
Interesting.
mine back.
Interesting. Okay, I've got mine. One of my thoughts is that if all is going to shit, I am going to shove an immovable rod inside this thing's body and click it. Whether that means I have to go in through the stomach, whether that means I have to punch a hole through it, we'll find out. I'm not super confident because obviously the slime part of it might be able to move things around, but if it's still got this physical body, we'll work with what we've got.
So did you take a short rest, just for clarification?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we did. Awesome.
Yeah. So make sure to use up any hit die you want and regain what you would otherwise get back.
I am back
Also-
to full health. I've used all of my hit die.
Okay.
Also, this was one of the instantaneous short rests, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Whilst we're moving forward, does anyone have prestidigitation or
I
anything
do.
like that? I'm going to hand you some flasks of animal fat. I'm going to need you to use prestidigitation to warm them up so that it becomes liquid.
Okay, I can't go that far. My prestidigitation is just clean. Kirv?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just that's happening.
Okay.
So obviously they'll stay liquid for a little bit, so it's not the as long as I keep them in my pack. So,
Kirv asks, what's this for?
Well, if absolutely necessary, fire tends to kill things.
Not where I'm from, but
Romulus.
okay.
I mean, fair. It generally makes them less happy.
Not where she's from.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It can
Wow.
get a bit stuffy. I can get that.
Which layer of hell are you from? Avernus?
No,
All of
dissipated.
them.
So I don't like.
Oh, that's not even that much fire, is it?
n-
Oh wait,
yeah, not
unless I'm
that
getting
much.
mixed up.
It's
The
incredibly
layers are
nasty.
slightly different in my one.
Yours.
I believe this one is the mine layer. So that's where a lot of the
Mine.
hell, like the infernal iron and stuff is
Right.
made.
It's full of seagulls. Australian
Yes.
seagulls.
Fine.
Oh
Fine.
god.
I will start doing damage. Not to the monster.
This game is rigged.
Of course it's rigged. I'm the DM. What did you think was
Rightly
going
so.
to happen?
Rightly so.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no, rightly so.
we're just gonna going straight in there then, or should I do the? I don't know either way.
I think you should probably do it.
Okay.
You don't know. I
I'm-
don't know how much there is to gain from it, but
Okay. I'm
Well,
gonna give
there's
Vinny
not much
the.
to lose from it either, to be fair.
exactly.
I'm gonna give Vinny the
Yeah.
scroll of rebound or whatever it's called.
Okay.
And
I'm trying to figure out where I
And
put my
he's-
list of planes.
A list of bullshit.
Yeah,
scroll of rebound.
give him the scroll of rebound. It's in here. Okay, so you have the scroll of rebound. What would you like to do with it? Hello?
I guess Cat's plan is to cast Detect Thoughts and I rebound it onto herself.
Yep, that's the
That
plan.
what we wanted? Yeah.
I'll be there as
Okay.
moral support for Cat in case there's any benefit that can provide.
When this happens, she's currently got the little stone figure of her mum and dad in her hands.
Okay. So, as you cast Detect Thoughts, go ahead and roll me a wild magic check. Are you below half currently still?
No, because I used all of my mana potions and my arcane recovery.
Alright, go ahead and give me a roll. So the DC for this is 4. It goes
I'm
off.
casting Detect Thoughts through Cychania, by the way. I've not got it
Oh,
up.
in which case then this DC would be 2, so it still goes off.
Fireballs the whole party.
I mean, you've just taken a short rest, quite possibly.
Oh no, we've seen that one before. She's aging again.
Are you
isn't she?
kidding
Yeah,
me?
you are. Go ahead and roll me a D6.
Oh, come on, let's go back down, baby.
Get a 1 and then all of a sudden, undo puberty.
Undo puberty. It's a roller coaster ride of a day. Oh,
The fact you have to relive that twice, oh my word.
The problem is she'd have.
no.
2.
She's three.
Let's go
Okay.
down 2.
What makes you think you're going down to?
I think I should.
You think you should. You know what?
What do
I'll,
you think?
I'll leave it up.
15
I'll leave it up to
instead.
chaos. Go ahead and roll me the wild magic die. On a 11 or higher, you go up. On a 10 or lower, you go down.
Up.
Okay, you are 15 years
Oh,
old
15.
as Cat begins
Grow
to
up
grow
so
older. Yeah, they do. As you watch as rapidly as she casts the spell, a rebound takes place, and you watch as whatever seems to be happening is aging her quickly. And in that moment, you're worried that this might be a side effect of the rune, or the rune in that moment, as you enter into your own mind, feeling older and definitely in a goth phase. We'll discuss that sort of thing later.
Oh, no.
What's
I am.
actually?
Very old, you know.
Oh, no.
So,
See, the thing
You've
is,
got wearing leather, and you've got Damian being a biker.
No.
Start of the gang.
Oh. Except you are technically your own set of wheels if you think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, the horny crow has taken a dark turn.
So, I would like everybody other than Cat to go to standby, please.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Everybody other than Cat to go to standby, please.
Okay, bye.
Okay. As Cat, you otherwise begin to enter into your own mind. You force back the detect thoughts, rebounding it through the rune you were given to enter your own mind in this moment. You feel old, haggard, drawn out as the wild magic begins to take its toll drastically on you. You feel older, more mature, pulled almost through time. As you stand there, you feel, much like you did in Vinny's mind, a swimming sensation. You begin to tread water as you push yourself up to the surface of your subconscious. As you emerge, kind of pulling yourself up and onto the water where you feel almost like it is solid ground. You look up and you see a large glass wall. In this moment, you don't see anything behind it, but in the darkness you can make out vague shapes.
I get this here. Hello? You
Yeah.
there?
You watch as from the darkness a form shifts slightly, and then you lose focus on it. You don't know where it is. And in that moment, wham! It slams into the glass wall adjacent to you, eyes and teeth staring down at you in this moment. You hold your breath, kind of catching yourself. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Son of a gun, it has to be wisdom. Okay. Okay, this is 21.
21. You knew this thing was here. You've seen it before. Yet it still terrifies you in the back of your mind. You aren't frightened, but you still have that sense of fear. As you begin to hear the light chatterings of teeth, the spitting of mouth and bile, the sliding of eyes in their sockets, and the writhing and churning of black ichor. What do you want with us?
I know you're happy about what's happening up there.
Of course I am. It's your fault for letting that creature get a hold of us. You gave us to your little pet. And now, look where you've gotten it all.
I am aware of this. And I've come because I need to ask something. This is going to be well out of our power to stop.
As it should be.
Come to negotiate. What would it require for me to help, or for you to help me?
You want our help with this? You think that we care for your safety? This thing can take us, can set us free. Why should we care to help you?
Just grabbing on harder to 2 fingers and hands. Because I have the thing that will seal us all. If I have to end it, I will end it. Seal all of us back to where it was. Help me, I will give you something in return. You're all about power and destruction.
Make me a persuasion check.
Where's my persuasion? What? Okay. Okay. Can I use Tides of Chaos in my own mind?
Go for it.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay.
No.
That's not...
We call your bluff. We hold the key to the safety. You know who I speak of. You know the names of those dead.
That's true. I do. I know what you're capable of. You do hold the key. You hold the freedom to a lot of souls. But I can't let you have any more souls. Not innocent ones, anyway.
Not innocent ones, you say? Does that mean you're willing to give us non-innocent souls?
Oh man. Desperate as cat right now. She's very desperate. The innocents are gonna die. Okay. $14 or below, I agree. Yeah. Okay. Look. To help me stop this creature, to help it stop it going on a rampage and killing innocents, I will let you take the souls of those that are not. That are majorly not. Misdemeanors, like they've stole from a store something, that doesn't count. Murderer souls, you can have them.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's so bad. Hang on. I have an inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Go for
Did
it.
it roll both or one?
Roll 1.
Come on, dice. Work with me here. Okay. That's still a 9.
9. You can take so much and feed it to us, but you can't stop us taking it. We will take everything. You don't stop us, and every bit of us will strike true. But I think a deal like this could come in handy. So what say? You decide which. But you will be forced to feed us.
But the souls of my choosing.
Yes, but some will be needed sooner rather than later.
Should I not find souls?
Then you will hunger for them and the innocent be sweeter. You must find. You must kill. Do we have a deal?
Okay. Alright. Okay. Same again. We have a deal.
Excellent. Okay. The vision breaks.
I've just made a pact with a creature.
You have. I would like, before the rest of them come back in, I need to quickly let you know of what is happening, so you're aware. You are no longer cracked 5. You are broken stage 1.
Oh. Okay. What does that mean?
That means that now the 3 forms will begin to emerge whenever you transform. One of the 3, anyway.
Okay. Okay.
If you'd be so kind as to go and get the rest of the party back in for me.
Alright. Okay, where's Discord? My thing that I took for my level up.
I don't know if I want to be here anymore. Do I want to be here?
Yeah, it's fine. Nothing to worry about.
No, that Chris, that's not your fine voice. Something is very wrong.
So, you all watch as Cat casts this spell, the Detect Thoughts spell. The rebound spell goes off, or rebound rune goes off moments later, reflecting it as you watch as Cat is there, her brow furrowed and her hair growing longer. Her form begins to age, becoming that of more mature, growing slightly taller, slightly heavier, given the size of the horse body gets bigger. You watch as she becomes more pronounced, more established, as she kind of sits upright. And you watch as she opens her eyes, and you see that there's a look upon her face of gladness spattered with worry.
Could I potentially use telepathic intrusion to get an idea of what's going on?
In this instance, no, as there is no telepathy travelling
Alright.
between creatures. It is entirely within Cat's mind.
Okay, awesome.
As you look at Cat, her eye that was perfectly normal has now got a dark orange ring on the
Oh,
centre
no.
of it. And it's also slightly cracked, but not as bad.
Right. How did that go?
Mortar is stepping back.
An agreement's been made, he's gonna help.
Cat, I feel like there's a lot you're not telling us. And I know now might not be the precise time for it. But
I
we're
don't
here.
know what was right or what was wrong. I really don't. But in this case, at least I have some control over what happened.
Do you know that for sure?
Well,
Bargains and pacts aren't exactly, well, they're not always the most reliable means. What proof do you have that this creature is going to aid us?
a pact has been made. An agreement's been done.
We're going to need proof of that. before we
Ominous.
go any
Very
further.
ominous.
Is there any evidence? Do you have any means of proving that this creature will do as you tell it to?
Well, it benefits from this. I have to feed it souls. Souls of my choosing. So,
You're choosing, huh?
bad souls. The option was let this run rampant. It had full control and was the conversation. Can you kill me to release the creature? My options were limited.
Kirv, you are familiar with the trading and bargaining of souls. This is the work of fiendish and fey origins. Souls are a currency. With them comes power. With them comes danger. You are familiar with what happens to those that consume soul coins, currency from hell. You are also familiar to what happens to people who fall in the river Styx, a place drifting with souls. This worries you.
So you're trading in souls now?
My options were limited. Either it killed everything and took every soul, or I can choose. At least in this situation, I live. I can carry on my task, my challenge that's been put before me with powering up Psychania, and there's a hope that I can end this still.
Hope isn't good enough, Cat. I'm sorry, but I feel like your judgment has been compromised. And that's coming from me. What were the terms of your agreement? Word for word.
I give it souls of my choosing. It will help me kill this creature. It will give me its power to do so.
Did it say how many?
Said no, I didn't. It said that I needed to give it some or I will start getting hungry. And I need to give it some soon.
Right.
And that was the last was said.
While this is going on, Damian is observing to the south. He's keeping watch.
You begin to watch as a dark haze begins to form on the horizon. To the south. And you watch as what was once green life, you begin to watch black cracks begin to form faintly through the ground. Slowly but surely it seems to be spreading.
Guys, it's power is
Right.
increasing.
Is the deal already made? Is it signed already?
I'm assuming so. It's made, isn't it, Chris?
From what you understand, yeah.
Yes.
You need
Well,
only
it's-
look at our eyes.
I mean, technically, it does need to provide its half of the bargain. So if we just don't involve you and we try and take it on, if that does work, then you're off the hook.
No, because it still needs to feed
That's how you
souls.
think it might work.
It still
mean,
needs to be fed souls.
Well, yeah,
And
well, no,
how
because
long-
it will help. You said it would like help fight this thing. If it doesn't provide it, side of the bargain.
Here's a general note.
This
There was no physical signing, which means this isn't
Mm.
your typical deal or pact. This is a favour for favour.
That's what I'm
If it
alluding
doesn't,
to.
if it's not needed in this case, then Cat has no way to redeem this favour.
The fact the cat has agreed to such a wide margin in terms of an agreement is concerning. The fact that it didn't specify a number of souls that had to be satiated. Cat has said that will help with this fight. That is one occasion, whereas Cat is now bound to it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Either way, we've got a pressing issue to deal with at the moment.
Yeah, you just see Damian pointing and getting slightly more concerned as nobody's paying any attention to him.
Yeah,
All right, let's go.
we need to focus up on
Walk
that,
off.
and then once we've dealt with whatever's going on there, then we can get into whatever the fuck we do from here. All right. How do we want to play this? Are we going big buff Romulus smash, or are we going for a more nuanced approach?
I think we're killing it, aren't we?
Well, that's
Yeah,
the plan.
we need.
Okay, you
We
just
need
said
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill
Basically, I want to know:
quickly.
am I taking point here, or is someone else taking point?
I'm happy to follow with my lance.
I will
I-
also follow closely behind, and then I will split off.
I'll do
Kat,
range
you're
attack.
going to help us fight this thing as the creature, I presume.
I assume so, or is it going to go? I'm going to look in the thing. Is it presenting me with a black page, or
You look inside the book. There is that black page that was there from before. You don't know what it is. You feel, however, that there is a well of power ready to be used.
oh, I mean, there's power building up, so I think it's going to do something. I'm not sure what, but bear in mind, Cat doesn't
Yes,
remember
you-
ever transforming.
Mm-hmm.
Mortar will turn to
Sure,
Vinny and say,
I
"I'm
did.
guessing it would be better if you remain hidden. Would that be beneficial for you?"
I've got my bow. I can back everyone up from a distance, but
From a distance.
I can rush in and help out as well if necessary.
All right. I guess we're doing this then.
Mm-hmm.
Before we charge in, I'm going to cast Sentinel Ward on Romulus.
Go ahead and roll me a
Nice.
wild magic check.
It's a second level.
And Sentinel Ward lasts how long?
10 minutes.
Okay, so that will last. Natural
Oh,
20.
that's
You're
20.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've got +3 to your AC, and you can expend it to negate an entire physical attack.
Noted. Thank you.
Okay. How are you approaching this?
As soon as Romulus gets into a certain range, Mortar will cast
Summon the little
summon
creature.
summon Shadow Spawn
Mhm.
and have it walk with Romulus.
Okay.
All right.
And doesn't
I'll
Damian
wait for Romulus's signal for that.
have the
I
ability?
think the moment I'm within 30 feet of it, that's when it'll happen.
What were, you,
Perfect.
what were you going to say, Kirv?
Doesn't Damian have the ability with the
Initiative.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as everybody's within 10 feet of me, they gain a +3. Similarly, if in combat, you get +1 to your saving rolls if you're within 10 feet of me.
What
yeah, so
what
we
shadow
should-
spawn
we
are you
should-
making?
I'm going to make Fury.
I don't have Fury. That's the one I don't have. So you can have Hunger.
Okay.
Just because I have the tiles for these. I have tiles for some of
I
them.
don't actually have the stats for it. So
That's alright. Just
Like
you
all
use the
the
ones
same.
off of the spell. Let me quickly.
no, it doesn't come up on the spell. I did take a
Let-
look on the thing.
That's alright. Let me. Shadow Spawn.
In fact, actually-
Shadow Spirit stat block. I will copy, cut, and paste that to you in Discord. And then
Okay, thank
just do it accordingly.
Okay, sounds great.
You're further down on my list. There you go. It should be pasting to you now.
Amazing. Yep, found it. Thank you.
Cool. Oh, that condition immunity to frighten is going to be useful.
Yep.
Okay. So. What do you want to do? How close do you want to get? Are you sneaking up? Are you running up? Are you serving? Are you wandering? What are you doing?
I mean, first thing we got to do is observe.
Okay.
Then I assume I'm heading up. Damian, do you want to be close behind? Since if you're within 5 feet of me, I think you can do the shield thing, can't you?
Yes. So I want to be directly behind you, effectively trotting with Starlight.
Yep. I think the moment I'm within 30 feet of it, I'll be activating Giant's Might, which lasts for a minute. And I feel like if the fight takes longer than a minute, we're already fucked. And yeah. If anyone has any other buffs or debuffs they can use on it or anything, I'm not the stealthiest in the world. Damian's definitely not. So I feel like a charge is probably our best bet here.
Yeah, and
I would
along that
also-
same thing, I'd be doing my bonus action Foretold Smite spell as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to try. This is a little out there, but also I was going to try to call upon some of his strange and wondrous power to try to bend a spell a little bit, if I can, Chris. I would like to try to cast Blink on Romulus. It's not a concentration spell, but it is a self spell. So I want to see if I can manipulate it to cast it on someone else.
You can if you would like. I will say you can if you would like to. It would require it to be a touch-based spell, so when you cast it, that will become relevant. As a general note,
I'm walking.
I was going to say, as a general note, and this is for Romulus's ears as well, because Romulus, you can obviously have an input on this because the spell's being cast on you. Blink will mean that if you blink out, you will not get reactions.
Can I choose to not blink out?
No. It is a d20 roll.
You roll each turn.
Each turn you do not get to choose.
It's up to you. I'm more thinking it will help preserve you.
I have that
for the
happen.
most part.
No, I need my reaction in order to activate
Okay.
Cloud Rune. So if that thing gets a nat 20 and I'm stuck there, or someone gets it, or anyone else gets hit by it, afterwards maybe, but to start with, nah.
Okay, all right then. Does anybody else think they might benefit from that?
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Does anybody else think they might benefit from Blink being cast on them?
No.
I can still do Thunderstep.
Or
Yeah,
would actually
really okay.
Vinny? Would that work for you, Vinny? Because you wouldn't be on this plane at the end of your turn if you blink, which means that you would technically be hidden, right?
Hidden is very different than taking the hide action. So in this instance, blinking out to the other plane just means that Vinny can't be interacted with and can't be seen, and then when he pops back in, it will be visible. So it's not quite the same as invisibility or making stealth checks or anything.
I see. Okay. All right. I'll hold on to that then in case someone else, in case it comes up for someone else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, you might need it if the creature tries to target you or something.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, it's very, very possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, Shadow Spawn will be my my go-to as and when Romulus gives me the signal.
Okay. Basically, whenever you see me start to grow in size, that's when you wanting to be like, yeah.
Okay.
And the way I was going to be is when Romulus does that, I'm going to tear an essence from his own shadow and summon. The shadow spirit is going to take on Romulus's size to embody his fury.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So, I will say, what is the marching order here, and where are you going to be coming in from? I've set up some of it already. Romulus, then the Fury, then we have Damian on Starlight, and I assume Mortar, you're going to be near the back, given that you might want the longer range, but I'll leave that decision up to you. Place yourselves accordingly.
That is absolutely correct.
I'm going to be staying at sort of like intermediate range with Pterodorca. I don't know
which direction are we coming from, actually?
That's up to you.
It will be
I will
this
say
way,
one
I'm
of these
assuming.
two angles here, because that's where you got the most map to play with.
Also, I will go here. Here. There we are.
Well, I'd say place your characters off the map, and then I'll just drag you on bit by bit, because it will depend on the stuff. So if you wanted to be, say...
I'll go there.
Okay, so Mortar, you
I think Starlight needs to be like 1 forward, because like you need
Yeah.
to be within 5
Yeah.
feet of me if you want to activate.
So
the thing.
Mortar, are you heading off to basically partially flank and be off in a slightly different direction?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll put you there for now, so I know roughly what the timing will be for all of this.
Now,
No
no
problem
one,
at all.
no one tell Damian that if the spawn dies before I get to use Cloud Rune, I am going to be making attacks at Starlight.
I don't think
mean-
you actually can. I don't think you can because of mounted combatant.
I mean,
can't
no,
target,
I
the mounts, I
can,
believe.
I can target it. He can choose to take the damage instead, or something.
Yeah, I
like
can
that.
force the hits onto me.
Yeah.
I can have.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
before we start, I would like to summon Filch and Eugene to keep me updated and everything. Anyone goes
Ah,
down.
excellent. They're another option.
Yeah, you know, they'll come back. They'll come back. But they are high enough that they're not going to get hurt. Okay?
okay, so they're staying above the battlefield.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Noted.
Yeah,
Okay,
play by play.
so
Ravens.
as you begin to approach, you
Crows.
go over one of the nearby hills, and you begin to see where the grass has begun to die very rapidly. You can see where there are these cracks running through the ground. Not thick cracks, but cracks all the same, with what looks to be these black lines running in between them, like a liquid. You see what looks to be these almost purplish veins beginning to form where grass once was, as if it was being consumed and is now becoming a tumour, or a piece of flesh on the ground. You begin to look out and beyond, and you hesitate at the edge of it, but knowing your conviction, you all press on. As you begin to step into this domain, you begin to feel a sense of negativity. You're not going to make it. You may be too late already. Maybe this is all futile and you'll just make the creature stronger. Maybe it's better for you to run. All of these mental thoughts and emotions begin to creep in, influencing your mind, your way of choices, muddling your thoughts. As you crest the hill about 100 feet away, you look down and you see where once was a tree is now a giant bulbous tumour. You see that it otherwise pulsates with a black energy, liquid and flesh, veins running over the top of it as it pulses, almost like a heart undulating into the land. And standing next to it, you see its new guardian. The corrupted Noctarch stands there, bones exaggerated, the spinal column pushed outwards into these large, almost fin-like protrusions, the antlers grown up and multiplied into a far wider array above its head. You can see that the skull and bone have now fused to whatever flesh may have been underneath, and the mattings of fur have been replaced by these tiny tendrils of oil that begin to perpetually drip into the ground around. The claws in place begin to ooze this dark purplish ichor. As it otherwise stands there and turns, you watch as 4 eyes appear on its neck, as it otherwise stares up at all of you who are approaching. I would like everybody to roll for initiative here, please.
Anyone who's within 10 feet of Damian, you know the rules. Extra
And so
3, is
do
it?
Yeah, +3.
I'm no stranger to initiative. You wouldn't get it from any other guy. 15.
No,
I
don't
got
you dare.
15.
Don't you even dare.
Okay.
Okay, I
Never
need to
gonna
check.
give
What's the
you up.
initiative
Never
for...
gonna let
Oh, it
you
has a,
down.
Okay.
that's a
Um,
+3. That's not bad at all.
Am would it be okay if I went here in order to get the?
Yeah,
the
that's fine. I'm okay with that. So, 25 plus 25 to 20.
23.
20 for Mortar. And a 21 for the Shadow Spawn.
It will just go on the end of your turn because it will be easier to keep
Oh, okay. It has...
marker on that for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
20 to 15.
15.
19.
17.
19 on Vinny and Damian. Cat.
17 on me.
Oh, 17 on Vinny, sorry. And Cat.
15.
15. All good initiatives. Okay. So, let me quickly order this real quick. So we have Kirv, we have Mortar, then we have the Lair, then we have Damian, Vinny, Cat. Wait, no, where's Romulus on this list? Romulus is 15 as well. Okay, so you're doing that. Okay.
I have a Dex +2, if that helps.
You two, because you're on the same team, will go at the same time.
Okay.
And with an initiative of 25.
Yeah.
Cock and or balls.
The creature on its go, the corrupted Noctarch, looks up at each of you. And you feel this sudden aura of malice begin to drift from it. And in this moment, it stretches out a finger pointing towards you, Romulus. But it's angled oddly. Cat, it is pointing at you. As it stands close to the edge here, using its movement, you watch as it holds its claws out to either side, and you watch as it begins to transform.
Oh god, it's transforming.
As Cat stands before you, I'm going to go into your character sheet real quick.
Oh no, if it's got my abilities, we're in a lot of trouble right now.
I mean, can we
Oh,
just
no.
hold up a minute? Chris didn't even ask for consent before diving into someone's character sheet, and she's 15, man. Come on.
I've got
Okay.
a
Have
lot
some
of,
decency.
All
I've
right.
got a lot of combat spells.
Oh, yes, you do. And I'm going to central cast a Crystal Lotus in the middle of your party.
Oh, why? The strongest one.
Oh,
Because-
I made a good call. I made a really good call.
How does this work?
I would like
Cat.
everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw. This is against Cat's DC, which is 16. If you fail, you take 5d10 piercing damage and a -d4 penalty on attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute, or until you take an action to remove the shrapnel pieces. On a success, you
Did you
take
say
half
dexterity
damage.
saving throw?
A dexterity saving throw, yeah.
Excellent.
Obviously, Mortar, you don't need to make this because you're outside of that range, but you need to make it for the
I
shadows.
do for the shadow spawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is against DC 16.
I would like to use my inspiration to reroll that.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's perfect.
and to a
sake.
2.
21 for the shadow spawn.
I'm not rolling an inspiration for that. I'm happy with that.
You should get a bonus because of Damian.
Yep, that's true. You should get a
If you have
bonus plus
intended
1.
event.
Oh, cool.
And remember, you have Shield Master Damian, so you take no damage, and nor does Starlight. So you will not be
Oh,
taking half here, because you can use your reaction to use your shield to interpose between you and Starlight, effectively.
Gotcha.
Done.
So, what? Who succeeded against the DC 16?
I mean, I got a
the shadow
26.
I
And the Shadow
I
Spawn?
failed.
failed.
Romulus
Failed.
failed, Cat
Yeah.
failed, Kirv failed, Vinny
Uh,
failed,
I
as
Terador?
well.
Roll for Terador. I'm just currently looking at that. It's not under Jeff,
Okay.
it's under Summons.
Everyone who failed takes... I don't remember what I rolled now. Because it was low to begin with, and I rolled a 9 on the last die. So everyone takes 23 points of piercing damage. And you will
Okay,
suffer a
Terador
minus
15.
15, so Terador
got
fails.
15, so he fails too.
Okay,
Damn.
so everyone who fails takes 23 points of piercing damage, and you suffer a minus 1d4 for your attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute until you spend an action to pull the shrapnel free. This is not a concentration spell. As it does so, it otherwise extends its hand, and you watch as the body and the form shifts back. As in this moment, this image, this dark black image of Cat appears, casts the spell, and then fades, withering and screaming, as the Noctarch remains standing there after doing this. I'm going to put this here, because I may need it later.
take this, got my spells.
Okay. That is the end of its turn. Kirv, you are up.
Okay. How far is 120 feet from it?
I believe you're within range now.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Yep, you're within range.
Okay. I am gonna move away a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will majestically fly.
Okay.
Um,
You wouldn't have the fly speed currently, just because the
Oh.
10 minutes would be up.
This only lasts for a minute.
right, makes sense. Should I just use my action now to take the shrapnel out before we all start hammering on it? Might be an idea. Yeah, could I try and take out the shrapnel?
Yep, no test required. It is done. That is your action.
Okay.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Sorry, yeah, I'm just checking.
What's the range on Hexblade's Curse?
30 feet, I believe.
Okay, so you'd need to be closer to
Yeah,
to
would
use
be-
Hexblade's Curse, unfortunately.
Yeah. Sadly, I think that's all I can actually do right now.
Okay. Mortar, you're up.
Mortar will see this go down and he will begin to move forward. He will go 5, 10, 15, 20, staying behind the shrubs. And he is going to begin opening fire on the creature.
How many hit points does the Shadow Spawn have, by the way? Because I'll mark it down, because it should have taken half, so it should take me 11.
50. 50.
Okay,
50.
I will note that down, and I will, yeah. That way you don't.
Additionally, it has an AC of 16. It has an AC of 16 with 13 plus the spell level.
Okay, cool. I've written that down. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
Okay, so you're moving up.
Yeah, so
and...
Mortar is going to begin opening fire.
Okay, go ahead and make me your attack rolls, please.
Okie dokie. Bonus action, he is going to use Spellblade to basically nullify resistances, non-magical resistances.
Okay.
Okay. So it is in its sniper form as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will transform it into his long-range form. Sorry, I'm jumping between two different character sheets at the minute.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, so Crimson Vulture, 1d10 plus 5, and I'm going to make him my favoured foe to add a d4 to this.
Okay, does that count as concentration?
Favoured foe, no.
No?
Oh, no, sorry, hold on. It says as if you were concentrating on a spell, so yes. So I'm going to hold off on that.
Cool.
To maintain my Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
So rolling to hit. That is a 21 to hit.
21, that will hit. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage.
That is 10 plus 5 is 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. What kind of damage is it?
Force.
Force.
Actually, sorry. Let me just triple check that because I'm pretty sure it's force. Yes, it is force.
Okay. It's going to spend 2 points of instinct. And I will note that down here. Okay.
Okay. Mortar will make his second shot.
Go ahead.
That is a 24.
4. That will hit.
15 points of damage again.
15 points of damage. The second shot doesn't seem to do so much. Only does
Even
7.
with the Spellblade.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Noticing this, Mortar will grin to himself, and he is going to use Weapon Frenzy
2 more shots.
to make 2 more attacks.
Go for it. As you otherwise take your first shot, you may go ahead and make the attacks, but as you go ahead and take the first shot, the first one hits, striking against the form. You watch as a portion
Natural
of the
20.
Oh, nice. You watch as the portion of the form is hit, caves, and takes some serious damage. before you watch as the second shot, as it hits, the flesh almost begins to shift and move as if adapting to the damage type. It seems to have gained resistance to force damage for the time being.
Fuck.
Mortar cocks his head at this and goes, "Interesting. Try this one on for size." And Mortar leans his head, leans it up for a headshot and aims right into its eyes.
Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
You hate to see
That's
it.
terrible. Oh man, on a crit as well. That's 7 points of damage on a
7
crit.
points of damage,
Oh,
halved to
brutal.
3. As you take the shot with this one on the crit, it otherwise strikes against the side of the head, and you watch as it cracks a bit of the bone, and there's a moment of almost sensitivity to it as you do this, before it shakes the effect off and stares back at you. For now, you seem to have gotten its attention.
Perfect. Final shots.
Mm-hmm. That will miss.
No, that's gonna miss.
Okay. As you
Okay.
take your final shot towards it, it otherwise looks directly at you now that you have you have its undivided attention. The shot comes in and it bats it away with the back of its hand, the shot ricocheting off.
Beautiful. Mortar will break line of sight with it and go around here using the rest of his movements. Oh, wrong one across. And then
on a
he
whole
is going
tower.
to whistle
Sorry.
as loudly. He's going to whistle as loudly as he can for the Fury to act.
Okay.
Fury is going to use its action to remove Romulus's spikes.
Okay. As it begins to
Okay.
tear the spikes out of Romulus, who, by the way, you said you were using your giant's might, so you were larger, weren't you?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure that I've got the correct size for Romulus. Okay. And it begins to tear and remove the spikes from Romulus.
And it is going to hold its movement to move when Romulus does.
Okay. End of your go. It is
And
now.
that's my turn.
It is now the Lair's go.
Thank you for that, by the way.
The Lair in this moment, seeing how wounded some of you may be, is strange. And you begin to feel that with that magic, your skin begins to writhe and roil. I would like everybody to make me a martial saving throw. This means you can choose between strength, dex, or constitution. You choose.
Oh boy.
Just
Oh,
know,
that's really interesting. Okay.
something which Campaign 1 people know, this means that the DC will be relatively low, but the effect will be devastating if this happens. So just know that.
Is this an effect against Paralyzed, Charmed, or any of those kind of things?
No. DC for this is 18,
Okay, cool.
and you get to make a martial saving throw of your choice.
8.
Oh, beautiful.
21.
26.
Oh.
Remember, those who have the shrapnel in them have to make the -1d4, so that will be currently Vinny, Cat, and Terador.
Well, we're going to do this for Starlight as well.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
Beautiful. So for the Shadow Spawn,
Okay.
I'm going to go for X, and that will be a 21 for the Shadow Spawn.
Okay. Has anybody failed against the DC 18?
Yeah.
Oh, so did
Oh,
Theurgist.
wait, what's this one?
This is a martial saving throw, so strength, dex, or constitution of your choice. Is there a reason you're rolling 2?
Theurgist got a 10.
Is there a reason you're rolling 2 there, Harlan?
If it's Dex, then surely I
Oh,
can
danger
make
sense.
it.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
That's
you
true.
didn't.
Either way, I fail horribly. Wait, unless it would count as an athletics, in which case.
No,
I don't
so
fucking know.
so you chose dex to get the advantage, so it would be a dex saving throw here.
Yeah, either way, I'm fucked.
What?
Either way.
Mortar wants to use his.
You know what? Can you delete these dice? They are cursed this session.
Could I use Invigoration on Romulus to give him a reroll?
This will use your reaction, but yeah.
When he...
So
Okay,
you may reroll.
that's
So
fine.
just
I will
reroll
use
one.
my reaction to
Oh, just
give
one.
him this reroll.
Actually, no, because it invigorates the whole save, isn't it? So yeah, you get to reroll both.
It
sorry.
does, yes.
Yeah,
Okay, that is an 18.
that just
Hell yeah.
succeeds. So who
There you
failed?
go. There you go.
So I got 19. Theurgist got -8.
So
Oh, damn. How did you get -8?
-1 or 1.
-1 and then -4 from that.
Yeah, so natural 1 is automatically a -5, so that is
Yeah, there we go.
-4, -4,
That's
so -8.
hilarious.
Keep in mind, you still get to add your strength, dex, or con mod, but at the end of the day, it's not going to matter.
It's an out one.
So,
It's a
And yes, I
minus
failed.
so Terador failed. Kirv, you said you failed,
Yeah.
and
Vinny.
Vinny. Okay, each of you
Damian and Starlight.
and Damian and Starlight. Okay.
Starlight's probably dead.
No. You're not taking damage. All of those who
that's all right,
failed can only take an action or a bonus action on their next turn, and they can only make a maximum of 1 attack.
Oh, dude.
This means that Eldritch
I
Blast
chose
will be
right.
1 bolt, just as a general note. So keep that in mind, that you have an action or a bonus action on your next turn, not both. So, for those of you who are currently sharded, this is going to be evil. Okay. End of the layers go. Damian, you and Starlight, you're on the back of Starlight and you feel these almost dark blisters begin to form along the back of your skin, and you feel the hesitation and you know that it must be an illusion. As you swipe your hand through them, you can feel the effect, but the hesitation was there. Do you and Starlight? Starlight is less affected by this, just means she can't use her Stampede ability. Would you like to keep your action or bonus action?
What I can actually do this turn, because with Romulus right in front of me, I can't do what I want to do because I trample Romulus and I wouldn't be able to do that anyway because he's probably bigger than Starlight is.
Hold on, if you have Shield Master, couldn't you use that in order to?
He
because
already
you made a
used
dex
his
save,
bonus
right?
action. He already made that as for the against the Crystal Lotus to take no damage.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Yep. So, what would you like to do? Do you want to keep pace with Romulus and spend your action to dash in the event that it's needed, or do you wish to cast a spell? What do you want to do?
I guess this is where I cast Foretold Smite on my lance with a bonus action.
Okay, so that will use up your bonus action.
I rolled Wild Magic. I assume.
Yep, on a 1, Wild Magic goes off. Oh, I need to roll
please.
Wild Magic for it, I've just realised.
Okay, I'll keep rolling until you've done it.
Oh no, you do it, I'm fine. I need to...
I really want to roll in that one and fireball the entire party, just to get it.
Just for the hell of it,
Jamie.
yeah, go for it. No.
Oh,
The one's right there, though.
Close.
We rolled almost the same. I rolled a 15 on my Wild Magic for the creature. Okay. So. You otherwise cast Foretold Smite upon your lance. Your lance there in place as you hold it under your arm, very much ready to engage with this foe.
And that was concentration.
That's concentration, yes.
Lost a minute. And yeah, I'll just keep a pace with
Romulus. Okay. Vinny, you have an action or a bonus action?
I can't sneak attack with no one in range, so there's very little point in attacking, so I'm going to keep the action and use it to pull the shards out.
Okay, shards are pulled free. You still have your movement if you wish to move. And you'd still have duration on your boots of speed as well.
Can move a little further forward.
Okay.
And then, starting, I guess, next turn, I'll be in position to start shooting with my bow.
Okay. Romulus and Cat, you get to choose the order in which you wish to go.
Anything you wish to do first, Cap?
Cat knows. She has no idea how this power is going to work.
Okay.
She's going to... Yeah.
Only real option for me is charge in. How far can I get with a single movement, Chris?
What's your movement
Instinct
speed?
counts when you rage.
35.
10, 15, 20...
If you were to rage, you could also instinctive pounce to gain an
35
extra
would be
10 feet.
Is that a thing I can do, Chris? Rage?
I believe so, because optional feats are turned on. Let me quickly double check.
I'm not familiar with that one personally.
Instinctive Pounce is level 7. Unfortunately, where you have multi-class, you do not have access to this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Alright. My Fury also moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let me just see if it has any additional movement. I don't believe it does.
Has 40-foot move speed. They're fast.
Oh, never mind. Never
I'll,
mind.
Moves along with, as you said. Correct.
Oh, yep, you're moving along with, so you can keep pace happily with 60-foot movement speed.
Now,
I'm going to have the Fury have moved out here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I've moved out myself.
Up to here. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Right, so that's with just a movement. 1, 2. Yeah, it's just that little bit. What would it cost me to do a leaping sort of attack using? If I was to try and leap forward to this thing using my horns as sort of like a ramming attack, could I do that as an action from here?
Are you so basically you're trying to run down the slope and then leap to get the
That's
extra
what I'm
distance?
Yeah, basically.
Are you trying to get in melee, or are you trying to get within 10 feet? What are you looking at here?
If I can get within 10 feet, that's ideal. I'm basically looking for a way to attack it without, whatever that ends up being. If it means I have to ram it with my horns in order to do that, I'm okay with that.
I will say,
if it means I can bring Stagger out.
Do you have as a
down.
Minotaur, do you have like a trample attack or anything?
That's what kind
hammering
of
horns,
hammering horns,
which would be a bonus
Oh,
action.
okay.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
In this instance, are you raging?
I want to. You know what? I took damage last turn, so there's a strong chance I'm going to take damage next turn. I'm the biggest threat. Yeah, I'll rage.
Okay, so you're
Even
raging.
if I don't manage to
I
hit,
will say
I'll
this.
rage.
You can choose whether you want to rage before or after, but I'll describe the scene. As you begin to run down the slope, you can see that the spike pit that was before you is no longer there. Instead, you see what looks to be almost flesh-like folds and tiny white tooth-like protrusions, where the entire ring has become a series of interconnected mouths. Now,
Tasty.
this choice is yours. You can make an athletics check to try and jump the extra distance. If you roll too high, you go into the mouth, and then you'll end up here. If you roll too low, you won't get the distance at all. Your choice. Either way, if I remember correctly, you are here.
What am I trying
What's the
to
margin
hit?
for error?
What's the sweet spot?
Base DC of 10, plus 5 for each foot of distance.
Okay, so
10, 15, 20 or higher.
okay.
So ideally you want to get under 20, but over 10. Or over 15.
I wish I'd kept the shit dice.
Do you want to roll with advantage due to rage or not? Keep in mind you can't rage in response to then be taking damage if you overshoot it.
Yeah, but if I attack, I can rage at the end of the turn. Is that correct?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Just means that you wouldn't half
Okay.
the damage from the mouths attacking you if you overshoot it.
Yeah.
You benefit more from raging, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I don't want to get hit by the. But honestly, no matter what I roll, I've got a +8 to strength. Like this is. Fuck it. I'm
it's unlikely you're gonna fail.
I'm gonna rage to start with and do it with advantage.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll. So you want an 11.
Low.
6 to 11. That's a 10.
Yeah.
As you
Nice.
land here, skidding just before the mouths, halberd or
Nicely
whatever
done.
weapon you have.
Whatever the fuck stagger is.
Oh, stagger's a half blade, so yeah. Oh yeah, that's just yeah. We're going to end once we get to the end of this round of combat, because I want to redesign this map, because I have assets I have not been able to use before, and alien and grievous eyes and mouths are part of those, and I want to use
So
them
what
so bad.
What would we want this attack to be?
It's up to you. This would be your action for your attack.
So am I able to use like extra attack on this, or?
Did you fail the save versus the defense? I thought you
I
succeeded.
got there. I helped. Yeah, I made you succeed, so you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm.
no.
I'm.
Yes.
Oh
you,
no, I'm just
you have
making
your...
sure. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
you
cool,
can
cool,
still do
cool.
that. It was only those who failed the martial saving throw.
Awesome. Okay. There's no way to get advantage on the. Oh wait, no, I can reckless. Yeah, reckless. Fuck
And
it.
the reckless.
We're going ham today. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, be careful.
Look, I know, but frankly, we've got to go hard or go home here.
I know this thing's death aura. Well, I mean the creature I know has death aura, but I don't know if this has. But
Fuck me. That first one misses.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, and Mortar, please make me a wisdom saving throw as well. I completely forgot to do that because you attacked it while
17.
while within line of sight of the creature. 17.
Is this a charmed or paralyzed?
Frightened.
Okay, never mind.
You said 17?
17.
No,
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fair.
both of you fail. You are both frightened. I should have accounted for that for the rest of your attacks, Mortar, but we didn't, so... Oh well, never mind, how sad.
Okay.
Just roll 3 times on the d20. If you get any ones, your gun's jammed, and you unjam it at the end of your turn. I don't know.
Okay.
Just see,
So
see if it blows up.
Second attack, I attempt to hit it. I presume with
Flat roll?
disadvantage. Oh,
Yep,
flat
because you
roll.
have reckless, so it would be a flat roll.
Okay, that's like a stupid high number. Raids, I literally can't improve this at all.
Okay.
Oh, let me have a quick look. No, I would have had to said that
Fine.
beforehand. Oh, I need to add a d6 for Giant's Might.
Yep, and this won't get any rerolls, because it's not weapon damage.
Mm,
Because it's coming from a different ability, it doesn't count as weapon damage, no.
worth a try.
No, unless it states additional weapon damage, it wouldn't count for
Okay.
that, I'm afraid.
I'll read through the wording because you did say that, so I'm gonna make
Yeah.
absolutely certain.
That's fine. Yeah. Because under Great Weapon Master, I believe it's weapon damage. I'll double check for that, and I know for
Once
stagger.
on each of your turns, one of your attacks with a weapon or an unarmed strike can deal an extra 1d6 damage to a target on hit.
One of your weapons can deal an additional 1d6. Yeah, so this will count, and it would only
Yeah,
be
so
working
we
for
get this
Great
additional
Weapon
weapon
Master.
damage.
Yeah, Great Weapon Master is the only thing that would be re-rolling here, and you must use the new roll, even if the new one is a 1 or a 2.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
So that's 18 plus 2, so 20, plus my strength, which is 5, and it's the the half blade, which has a +1 to damage.
It should have it in the calculations already if you're on your
Yeah,
character sheet.
I'm sorry, I'm looking. So that's +7, so 27 damage, I think.
Ooh, good hit.
Good hit. Good spicy hit.
Okay. You otherwise take your 2 swings, the first one otherwise going wide, and in that moment you feel a moment of fear, but you pull through and go strong with a slash going the other way, crossing across the front of the creature as it otherwise cuts part of it, but you begin to see Ica begin to bleed and then re-seal, almost as if re-knitting it. Okay. Is that everything?
I think that's everything I can do at the moment. Do remind me at the end of its turn, though. I'm going to try and make use of Stone Rune.
Okay. Noted. Okay. Cat and Terrador.
Okay, well,
You only have
We're
an
both
action or a
gonna-
bonus action.
yeah, we do. Alright, we're both gonna move forward to our full movement.
30.
Same. One mind.
Oh, yours is 40.
So I'll take a little, yeah. So, and at this point, I don't know. Cat, like, she's got this power. How do I use it? I'm just gonna try and tap into that power.
Roll me a d8, please.
Which one is D8? D8?
Red one.
Yeah. 3.
Okay. Now, I believe this is the updated version. Indeed it is. Okay, again, same rules as before. No saving the image of this stat block, because it will change and adjust over time. So don't keep hold of it.
Oh my god, what's on there?
Obviously you've seen this one before, so you know roughly how this one works due to the roll.
Okay, right, so I now know what art I've got to get done.
What do you mean? You've got 3 forms.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to work out which form it was that I needed to get finished.
Oh, for this one, yeah.
Yeah.
For now, we'll use this. As Cat transforms once again into the form that you have seen several times before, the roiling form of ooze as it otherwise begins to shift and move. But what's different about it this time is that you see it has eyes and teeth writhing over its form, the dark ichor bleeding off of the edge, and the fin-like protrusions that run down it, not too dissimilar to the Noctarch itself. In this moment, there is almost a feeling of unwelcomeness to your arrival in this form. But Cat, you have control.
Okay. Do I need to worry about the spikes that I got hit with?
No, they would fall out.
Okay. Alright. Well, I've used my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, right. Once per round. Damage, okay, right.
Okay.
More than 10 damage, right. Okay. Alright, not much has changed, so this is alright, I can cope with this. Alright, I am going to... What's its movement?
You can action to dash. Yeah.
I can action to dash. I have control, so I can still look around at things.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I use my bonus action to glance at Terrador? Is he still normal?
Terrador's colour of crystal begin to change.
Right, okay, that's a problem we have to deal with, isn't it? Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Yeah. 25.
30.
30. Yep. Okay.
I don't have range, I don't believe. I think it's just 5 foot.
Nope, 5 foot for you. Oh no, plus... Yeah, 5 foot range. From the slam.
Yeah, so I don't think I have anything that I can do. So around whenever you take damage, no.
Okay.
Insulation aura, oh god.
Terrador will
Right.
spend his action to remove the shards from himself.
Okay.
Okay.
Heal bonus action. Oh no, he won't bonus action. Yeah, shard. No, cool.
Yep.
Ends my turn.
Okay. With that, as the creature stands before you, the corrupted Noctarch, the work of Cat's dangerous ally, the party head back into the fray in hopes of defeating this creature once and for all, as Cat transforms once again into a familiar but stronger form than what the party have witnessed beforehand. As you begin to feel the air around you grow tense, you begin to hear the sounds of many souls and memories calling out from the ground beneath, and the corruption beginning to take hold of all of you in its own way. So thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next week, where this will continue. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.